I thought that dinosaurs were extinct, but apparently they're not, because this guy adopted one.
Kinda.
Will he be able to tame it and keep it as a pet? Or will it go wild and escape?
Like me.
No, Adam, not again. Adam, no, no.
Let's find out.
Apparently, there's this rare species of lizard that not only looks like a dinosaur, but acts just like one. The name of it is a
Give me them
frilled
toes.
dragon, and it looks very
It looks like a
deadly.
mini
Despite how
velociraptor.
dangerous it looks, I found this website that sells legal exotic animals, including this
Oh,
dinosaur.
$800.
Doesn't seem legal to me.
What?
So yeah, basically, I'm gonna buy this, build it at home, and try to keep it as a pet. And I don't know how hard that is.
Of course, it's from
because as you've
Australia.
already seen, this thing is literally that thing's a demon. I mean, look at that. But anyways, let's just buy this thing. And in this video, I'll be judging how good of a pet a dinosaur.
Whoa.
That guy, that kind of looks like my pet dinosaur. I'll be right back.
It kind of does. Except this one's way cooler.
Yeah, it's
Adam.
actually, yeah.
Don't tell him I said that, but this one's 10 times cooler than his stupid little lizard.
It's my pet dino.
Wow, Jack, it's so
wow.
cool.
Wait, yours is actually
Dude.
cooler than Terry Green's.
Everybody say hi to Tuco. Come on, camera, focus.
Does it do any tricks or anything, or?
Whoa, nah, he kind of just hangs out and just chills.
Can he run on 2 legs?
He does when he gets scared, but he's pretty calm most of the time.
Don't you make
Oh.
him poop in the sink?
Well, yeah, I make him poop in the sink. Stop asking questions. All right, guys, Tuco's gonna join us for the rest of this video.
Wow, Jackie's so cool.
I know.
He's kind of fat.
He's a good little baby. Yeah, he's 5
Yeah,
years
he's-
old, okay?
he's
They
got a
get big
belly.
over time.
All right, sorry.
If you constantly feed him like that, they do.
He eats a lot of mealworms.
Yeah, this video's crazy. But before any of that, I first have to wait for it to be delivered, which is going to take about a week. So in the meantime, let's build this thing
About a
into
week
dream home
ago.
with everything it could possibly want. And to do that, well, I've got a lot of stuff. I first put together the glass enclosure to build the dream home inside of. And
Hey,
anyways,
yo.
now it's time to actually build the dream home, and to do that, there's 5 steps, starting with creating the background. To create the background, I sprayed a ton of foam all along
Classic
the glass
sticky
so I
glue.
can stick a ton of wood to it. You see, I'm
It's kind of interesting that he picked an enclosure like that, because for most reptiles, you want it to be longer horizontally than longer vertically. But I guess the type of bearded dragon that he's getting, the frilled lizard dragon, I guess it's a climber rather than like horizontal area person.
Yeah, maybe it lives in the trees. I've seen lizards climb like walls. I don't know how they do it. Not even trees, like an actual wall.
Yeah, they got like a lot of big nails.
I'm glad we have an actual reptile expert today. So any questions I have, Jack, they're going to you.
I will be able to answer most of them. Ah, Tuco, no! Oh, he's back. Don't worry, guys. He back.
He wanted to
Oh,
show
he wants
the
to
look on
watch
his face.
too.
He's gonna react with us. We got our 4th Beck bro today.
Dang, dude, you really gotta stop feeding him. He's got a triple chin.
Come on, guys. Stop shaming my lizard. He's a dinosaur. He will eat you.
Yeah, basically recreating a forest in here, since that's where frilled dragons live in the wild. And to complete the
Oh,
forest
okay.
look, I
So they do
covered it in a
climb.
ton of dirt and wood chips, so it looked nice and natural, you know. As you can see, this tank is already looking very, very beautiful and
7 out of 10.
natural with all that wood and dirt. But it's also looking a bit brown and lifeless too. So let's get to
Just
doing
like
some
Adam.
more stuff, starting with the floor. Now I know I was just complaining about everything being brown, but to make the floor, we do gotta use some brown dirt. So yeah,
More
the cheapest way to
brown?
get a bunch of quality dirt is to use one of these compressed
Tuco's
coconut
disgusted.
fiber bricks, which may not seem like a
Ooh,
lot
yeah,
of
those are
dirt,
pretty
but if
good.
you add a huge tub of water to it, well, now it's a lot
Whoa.
of dirt. Finally, I mixed in a
Expand
bunch
dirt.
of other types of ground stuff, because that's what forest floors got, you know. All right, this is
Yeah,
starting
that's
to
pretty
look
cool.
almost like a forest, but we're
Okay, Jack, don't they need some sort of water source?
A lot of times reptiles do not drink that much water, so you usually don't need an active water source for them. Some people like to do it, but some reptiles don't actually drink from the water source inside of the enclosure, so you could take them out and then you could do like water drinking sessions, which is what I do with Tuco.
Whoa! Actually, yeah, that was.
Speaking of Tuco, what you guys see him anywhere?
Gotcha, Nick.
He's like your backpack. He
He's
is
going for
taking
the
over.
neck. His natural instincts are kicking in.
I can't reach.
He's death mode. It looks like he's riding you like a horse.
I can't. He's in like the perfect spot where I can't get him. Oh wait, no. Okay, he's back. He's okay. He's good.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Probably how fat Tuco is.
He's not that fat.
still missing some key things, so let's move on to step 3, plants and decoration.
You're getting Tuco all
First of
excited.
all, I've got 2 different types of moss.
He thinks he's
which
moving into a new
start
enclosure.
with carpet moss,
Look
which
at it,
comes
Tuco.
conveniently packaged in this box. Now, I always thought moss was just like dead grass or something, but it's actually an alive organism that over time is going to grow and overtake the entire terrarium. Pretty cool. And I also spread a different type of moss around to add a little bit more variety in this tank. Now, this moss is absolutely fantastical. You know, it really brings the whole thing to life. But I'm gonna need way more plants if I'm gonna make this thing look like the dinosaur's actual habitat. Which means I'm gonna go get some actual plants with leaves and flowers on them and stuff like that.
Go to Walmart.
So of course, I got in my car to go to the best plant store in town.
Bruh.
Which, if you've seen my channel before, you already know where I'm going, baby.
Called it.
No, I had some
Tuco,
people
it's
shaming me
Walmart.
for
He's going to Walmart.
for
That's where I
plants
got
in
your
the previous
enclosure.
video, but clearly, you guys don't understand the fantastical selection.
Yeah, they don't get it,
of plants they
Terra
got.
Green.
I mean, look at all these. Thanks, Walmart, for all these good plants. So I got a couple small plants, and I also got one big one that should make the dinosaur nice and happy. And while
That's
I was
a lot of
walking around
plants.
there, I also saw they had some
Plants are
Lego
expensive.
sets, which, you know, I like Lego, so of course I
Ooh,
bought some.
I love
baby.
Legos.
Okay, this dude's got severe ADHD.
This guy's very similar to me. I recently just bought flower Legos myself.
Jack has the same issue. Why is he buying Lego plants?
Legos and lizards. The 2 L's any man needs.
Terra Green might be your alt account. I'm not convinced this is not you.
He could be my younger brother.
I thought
No,
I was your
can't.
younger brother.
No, that's Adam.
Oh, hey, Adam.
There's no relation between Adam and this guy. I promise you that.
I would have just bought the Legos.
When I got home, I figured I should just build the Lego set real quick to see how those plants look. So I put
Bro.
it all together, and then I put
Guys,
each
comment
of the
down below
plants
if you guys
inside
have
of the
any pets,
enclosure and check
especially
these
lizards.
out. Yo, this looks so
No,
cool.
no.
This actually looks pretty stupid. I don't know
That
why
could be
I
a
stuck
choking
dollars
hazard.
on this. Get this trash out of here. Instead, I
Yo.
of course got out the plants I bought and planted
I'll
them
take it.
around the tank.
He's making me mad.
Wait, that
There we
actually
go.
looks
This thing is starting
really
to-
good.
Yeah, it looks like the wild.
You better be careful, Jack. I think Tuco's getting jealous. I think,
Dude.
your enclosure is like a wallpaper for
Yeah,
him.
he's ready to jump right now into that screen. I would
My
watch
enclosure,
out.
it might need some upgrades after watching this video.
If you guys think we should build Tuco his dream home, leave a comment down below.
He could use the upgrade, guys.
Come together well now. But in order to complete the decorations, I need to add a huge piece of wood that goes diagonally from the bottom of the tank to the top of the tank, so that the dinosaur
so he
will
could
be able to have
climb.
easy access to the heat lamp that will be at the top. And this is the only wood I
Good
have
idea.
right now. Definitely not enough to get to the top. So in order to get some more wood, I went outside to find some.
Finally, I was about to say, he never goes outside. He orders like leaves, he orders sticks off online, and I'm getting all mad, cause just go outside. This is the first time he actually went outside to get supplies.
Relax, bro. Oh
The
my
world is
God.
amateur. He's spending $50 on leaves.
Did you not see the video? Adam, he just uploaded a video where he flipped 100 rocks, okay?
That was the first time he ever went outside.
I've never seen Adam this worked up before.
Yeah.
It's like going outside triggers something in Adam.
If he
Something
didn't go
primal.
outside right there, I was about to click off this video.
What the heck?
All right. Let's see if he can get some sticks. I'm back on Team Terra Green.
Okay, so I
Adam is
basically just need
terra-mad.
to get some sort of branch that's nice and thick and long, and that's kind of too thick.
Hey,
yo.
Something that's not gonna snap under the
Yo.
pressure of the dinosaur.
Hot diggity.
That looks pretty good.
Oh, this one actually looks
Fine
pretty
branch.
good. Look at this. It's my hand.
You gotta be
Kinda
careful
wrapped
that there's
around
not
it.
bugs
That's good
living
thickness.
inside of the
So I
stick.
went inside and grabbed the biggest
No,
knife.
What
in
the-
the
he's
kitchen,
rage baiting
and
me.
I got
Bro,
the
get a
knife.
hatchet.
He's rage baiting me.
Adam, not everybody is super strong like you and can snap sticks at will.
What is he doing?
He's chopping
Is this
a
on
stick,
purpose? Is
Adam.
he trying to mess with me?
Maybe this is one of those cake videos where like, is it real or cake? and he just
At
cuts
this
right
point,
through it.
who I've never seen anybody in my life cut a branch with a kitchen knife. Who let
I've
this
done it a
kid
few
outside?
times. Adam, can you play the video, okay? Tuco is getting antsy. He might poop on me if you don't play the video.
That makes me not want to play the video. Give him that sloppy. That's,
What are you doing, Adam? What are you saying, bro?
sloppy.
This should only take like
I'm
30
uncomfy.
minutes. I'll be done soon. Eventually, I was able to get this fantastical piece of
I
wood
swear.
that would work perfectly.
Ooh,
so I
that
just
looks
closed
nice.
it down to remove
Now he's
dirt,
peeing on it?
insects and stuff, and
Well,
brought
yeah.
it back inside. After breaking it down so it would fit, I put it in place and covered the bottom with some more wood. And boom, the
Actually turned out good.
decorations are complete in here.
I
Of
hope that
course,
the
I'm not
stick
just
is
gonna
big
leave the
enough.
tank like this. We've got to first added some technologies to make this the best enclosure ever.
Temperature.
Technologies. The first
I was actually thinking, guys, if this dinosaur was alive like 200 million years ago, wouldn't it be like insanely big? Wouldn't it be like 100 times the size?
Ask the reptile expert, Jack.
Jack?
Well, Alec, it probably would. Yeah, most reptiles today evolved from ginormous prehistoric creatures like giant reptiles. So if this thing was alive 200 million years ago, it would look very different.
Yeah, so picture this frilled lizard 100 times the size. It would eat us like that.
The only thing I'm I'm thinking of right now is your forehead 200 million years ago and how big that would be. Because it's already massive.
That would be bigger than the meteor that took out the dinosaurs.
Dude, oh my gosh. You might have been the cause of the extinction.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad that flip-flopped onto me.
I'm pretty sure Tuco just pooped on my hat. Play the video.
The first water technology I got is this little box, which is actually an automatic humidifier.
Box
See,
water.
dragons need
Whoa.
the humidity in their enclosure to be pretty high, and basically this, well, you know, it humidifies the enclosure by
Even
spraying
dragons
water
vape.
everywhere.
See, guys?
Now,
It's
the
cool.
second water technology
just
I got
water,
is
Adam, you crazy.
extremely high tech. It's a water bowl. Yeah. So you know the
Ooh.
dinosaur can get a drink of water and stuff.
Wait, Jack, going back to our reptile expert, Jack, seems to be a water bowl in here. You said that they actually do not need water.
They do not need it all of the time. Yeah, it depends on how you want to go about it. I started out with a water bowl, and then I realized Tuco doesn't like to drink out of water bowls, so then I took it away.
It depends how you want to go about it, Adam. Do you want your lizard to suffer and just never have water, or do you want it to be healthy and have water? It really depends on you.
I asked my veterinarian, and he said it was totally fine. As long as you give him water at least once a day, they're good.
Oh, once
Okay.
it is. Yeah, okay.
All right. PETA's on
Now,
Jack's
even
booty.
though I added in this amazing water dish, frilled dragons actually never drink from it. They actually just use it as a bathroom.
All right,
Yeah.
Jack's
So
right.
to allow the dinosaur to actually get a drink of water, I got out this water pump, put it in a container of water, and linked it up with some tubing. Now, when I turn it on, it creates this nice little flow of water, which frilled dragons
Okay.
will actually drink from. Well, now
Yes,
there's
that's what
one
I
more
do,
thing
but
to
I
do.
just use the sink.
Oh. Jack simulates a tree branch. You definitely simulate a tree branch with your arm. And you're like,
I do, yeah. I just go to the sink faucet, and then I put my finger, and then we do like little droppy time. Ah, he just...
he heard droppy time.
Don't worry, I have him. I caught him.
I was about to say Tuco looks so interested in this video, and then he just fell.
He heard droppy time. He just went for it.
Yeah, he gets very excited when it's water time.
Gosh. All right. Get two hands on him.
I got him, guys. He's actually bigger than you think. He's like as big as my head.
Now, we know how big he is.
All right, Tuco, back to the video. He's really enjoying this, guys.
I add the frilled dragon in, and that is heat. And basically what that means is I need to recreate the sun in this enclosure.
Heat
to do
lamp.
that, I got a heavy-duty heat lamp and an expensive top-quality UV
Nice.
bulb that recreates
Yup,
the
they
same
need both.
UV rays that the sun does. I also got another lamp with a high-intensity heat bulb because frilled dragons like it to be extremely hot in their homes. To
Because they're
test the
from
temperature,
Australia.
I hooked up a thermometer, and as you can
That's a good
see,
point.
it reached up to 100
Nah.
degrees in the basking spot.
It's like a sauna.
Oh, look.
Finally, I
Tuca's-
put a bit of
he's
aluminum
shedding.
foil on top to keep the
Whoa.
heat and
Eat it.
humidity inside. Okay, well, the frilled dragon
So are
foam
my
is
toes.
now complete, and well,
What?
it's time to add it inside. And the next day, I got a notification on my phone saying the
Package is ready for pickup for 5 days. Photo ID with matching name address. Please reply stop.
It's the lizard.
Oh, yeah.
package was ready for pickup. So I drove out to FedEx. All right, so I just got back from FedEx, and I just picked up this box, which is probably the frilled dragon.
No way.
Oh, are there holes
Dude,
in the
stop
box?
shaking around the box so much. What is he doing?
Anyways, I'm gonna take this thing inside.
Can that
and
thing
put it in the
breathe?
cage and,
Get two hands on that thing.
Chickens right there.
What the?
I might gotta show these guys.
Bro
some
has
dinosaurs.
chickens?
They're gonna be good friends.
Those are
Before
also
I do anything
dinosaurs.
Like that,
Yeah.
Let's just start by opening up this box.
Fellow
my gosh,
dinosaurs.
I can kind of see the dinosaur right now. And,
No way.
well, it's definitely a dinosaur. Now that I have the frilled dragon, I'm
Whoa!
gonna find out if dinosaurs are
so
actually
cute.
good pets by doing stuff like feeding it, taking it outside, and even more.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but a lot of lizards do have those frills, but this one has like extra big frills, which is why it's called the frilled lizard, and it only actually shows the frills when it's scared to try to ward off any enemies.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's to make it look bigger than it really is.
Like a peacock.
That's why they say, like, when if you ever encounter a bear, you do this. Ooh. You don't like
Trying to
shrivel
get
up.
real big.
Yeah, you get big. Ooh.
Some people say that you should poop in your hand and throw it at them too.
Even more. But first, let's get this guy in the enclosure.
Whoa! It looks so cool.
It looks
Tuco, you're missing
skinny.
it.
May
Look.
not look like a dinosaur
your long-lost
just
cousin.
yet, but that's because its thing on its neck only comes out on special occasions. But trust me, I will
Look,
be showing
Tuco.
you exactly what it looks
It's
like
your brother.
later in the video. Okay, well, the dinosaur is in its enclosure right now, and honestly, I'm still scared to get within
It's
a
huge.
5-foot radius of this
It is
thing.
awesome.
Like, I have no
And that's just a
idea if
baby.
This is as ferocious as those videos made it out to be, but I guess we're gonna find out. For now, I already know this guy is very hungry and thirsty from spending a day in that shipping container container. And as you can see, his water bowl is already messed up because he was like jumping around and
See,
pooping in
that's
there
why
like
I
thought he
took mine
would. So
out.
to give him a drink of water, I turned my water pump on a very low setting, which made little drops of water fall above the dinosaur. Immediately, he started to stick out his tongue and take little sips of it,
Bless
which
you.
is actually pretty cool to watch. Then he just started to bask in it like he was taking a shower. Dang, maybe this guy
That's
isn't
what you
as
do, bud.
ferocious as I thought. He actually looks pretty chill.
I'm pretty sure to humans that's a form of torture.
Oh yeah, the water drip method. I think Obama banned that.
Yeah.
It's like when you strap someone down and you just drip water on their forehead. It's like, I don't know why, but it stimulates your neurosystem.
Hey, he's not strapped down, okay?
No, this guy's
no,
loving
this
it,
is
bro.
good. Yeah, this is
what's
good
the
for the lizards.
accusations
No, no,
you're trying
no,
to put on Terry
I'm
Green
not,
right now, okay?
no, I'm not accusing him of doing it. I'm just saying it's funny how opposite this is to humans.
20,000 likes will do that to Tuco.
I already do it to Tuco. He loves it. It simulates rainfall and love and happiness.
Looks pretty chill
Tuco's having
right
a
now.
fantastic time.
Now, to feed the frilled dragon, I asked the guy I bought it from which insect is the dinosaur's favorite. And he
Mealworms.
said crickets are one of the best.
Nope.
So, I got a bag of some
Dubia.
pretty big crickets.
Bruh, what are these guys
Dubia
all running
roaches are
around
really
in here
big.
for? It's not like you guys gonna escape. They're just jumping around. Are you guys stupid?
And literally immediately after
This is what I fed Tuco when he was just a little baby. And then I didn't realize this, but the crickets will actually fight back.
Oh gosh. So they were ganging up on little baby Tuco?
He was like probably this big, like the size of my thumb. And then at night, I didn't realize, but the crickets that he didn't eat during the day, they got so mad that their family members got eaten by Tuco that they would fight back. And then one morning I woke up and they were all over Tuco and they were biting him.
Oh my god.
They were. So I had to stop them and then I killed them.
And then you ate them?
No, I fed them to my friend Anish.
Oh.
That's when you and Tuco became brothers for life.
Yeah, that's when we realized we were in it together.
immediately after I put a bunch of them in, the dinosaur started to go crazy, as you can see, jumping all around the enclosure to get a nice juicy meal.
Wow, it can jump high.
One bite.
To show you just how cool it is when the frilled dragon hunts, I hired a professional nature documentary narrator to tell you what's going on. Look at
Yes.
In this small, recreated prehistoric world, a cricket
pretty
enjoys
good.
a quiet meal of moss. But nearby, the frilled dragon, a creature with roots deep in ancient history, has spotted the movement. Suddenly, the dragon's head snaps towards the cricket. In an instant, it leaps forward, jaws closing around the cricket with precision. The cricket's meal
That's
is cut
good.
short, now being completely devoured by one of nature's best hunters.
Now, as you can see,
I felt like I was in a nature show. That was awesome.
Write that down. Write that down. We gotta use that.
Alex, a voice actor, so we can get that for free.
Oh yeah, Alec, can you recreate that?
All right, I'm gonna play the same thing again,
Thank
but
God.
muted.
Oh no, Adam, don't do that to me.
All right, here we go.
David Attenborough.
All right, let's play the same thing again, but Alec is the voice actor.
You
Here
can
we
do
go.
David Attenborough or Morgan Freeman.
And you're live.
Here. Oh. Here. Here you can see the frilled lizard.
Oh, that's a cricket.
That's
a cricket.
Is a cricket. It has 6 legs and jumps very high. But the frilled lizard has spotted the movement. Suddenly, the dragon's head snaps towards the cricket, and in an instant, it leaps forward, and its jaws jump on the cricket.
Wow,
Good,
let's
actually.
go, Alex.
That was good, guys. Comment down below if Alec could be a voice actor for National Geographic.
It's not my specialty. I'm more of a Sith Lord.
Okay, I'm not even gonna ask any
Nah,
follow-up
let's
questions.
not bust that
Nope.
one out. I don't want to scare anyone.
Let's all keep our pants on here, boys.
Alec does a pretty good Obama impression.
That's for a different day. All right, let's get it going.
the dinosaur is a very good hunter. So to rank how good of a pet this dinosaur is, I'm gonna rank a bunch of different factors. And because it was super cool watching this guy drink and eat, I'm gonna give Care a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. That's a pretty good score. Good job, Brad.
Yeah,
But
pretty
another
easy.
important factor that goes into a pet being good is how friendly it is and whether or not it lets you handle it. Now, dogs are the perfect example of this. You know, they're super
Aw,
fluffy
you
and
puppy.
nice, and they pretty much never
Except
bite
for
you.
chihuahuas.
But frilled dragons, on the other hand, yeah, I mean, based off the videos
Yeah,
I've seen, they are not friendly at all.
All right, this
Is he
the moment of
screaming?
truth. I'm gonna figure out if this guy's gonna let me hold him. To make sure I don't get bit, I've got some hand protection, as you can
You
see. I'm just
scaredy
gonna go
cat.
Start by trying to pet him. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're petting him.
Well, he seems chill.
Yeah, he's chill.
Most lizards are pretty
Very
chill.
Gentle.
Oh.
Okay, I got very scared there for a second, but
So yeah, I was too scared to pick him up with my hands. So
You have a glove on!
He was sitting
The
on it.
bite doesn't even hurt.
good boy. Okay, we're doing it. Okay, so we're just gonna start.
They don't have
by putting
teeth, they have, like,
on
sharp
the kitchen
gums.
table. Let's see. Stay right there. And there we go. Look at him. When he's out of his cage, he's doing good. He's just
Make her run for it.
Dang, but he's actually being a good boy. And the craziest thing is you see the frill on his neck. It hasn't even come out yet. So usually they put the frill out on their neck when they're super angry. But this guy, he hasn't even put it out once. He's like super chill with me. So he's just letting me
Bro's so
pet him.
chill.
He's a good boy, bro.
And since the dinosaur was doing so good just chilling
He likes to be
inside,
pet.
I decided I would try and bring him outside to let him explore the world.
And I'm out.
So that is dangerous to do if you have a domesticated lizard, guys, because as soon as, for whatever reason, some lizards see direct sunlight, they go primal. I tried that one time with Tuco, and he immediately got up on 2 legs, and his little frills came out, and he started running around like there was a shooter in the area. He was going berserk. He was just running.
That's pretty cool.
It was hard to catch him. He went from like 0 to 15 miles an hour like that.
You gave him a glimpse of freedom.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm a free man from free.
He started running around on 2 legs. It looked like he was running away from the cops, and then he ran into the wall because he didn't know how to control himself.
Yeah, well, he's never gone faster than 0.1 mile an hour. Then he just starts sprinting at 50 miles an hour. It's like you unlock super speed.
I know. So I wonder what's going to happen here.
Find out.
And I'm outside with the frilled dragon. Look at this. He's just basking
He's
in
kinda
the
got
sun.
frog
It's awesome.
legs
It's actually
in the
pretty
back.
cool. He's like blending in with the log. I'm pretty
He
sure
looks
he does
chill.
that to avoid any birds of prey. Because normally in the wild, they're like scared of birds attacking him. But right now, he's
Ooh,
just
his mouth
blending
is
in with
open.
the log. He's not even scared at all. And like
He's
I
about
said,
to
I was
book
going
it
to
the
show
first
the
chance he
frilled
gets.
dragon to the chicken. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want him to get
dangerous.
too stressed out, but I'm just gonna kind of let him see the chicken.
Chickens are
See
evil,
over
bro.
there. Yeah, you see the
That is
chicken.
not a good
That's so
idea.
cool. Oh, they look pretty
I
scared.
like it.
And oh, okay, they're just running away. Yeah, I think they're scared of him. Okay, I'm just gonna bring him back inside.
That actually
that
went
was
very
risky.
well. The dinosaur didn't even get mad at me once. But to be fair, I was too scared to hold him. So because of that, I'm giving friendliness a 7 out of 10. And
Your
now-
friendliness is a
What?
7 out of 10.
That thing was so friendly.
What else do they want him to do?
It was because Terragreen was too scared to hold him. He didn't even do anything.
I would give it at least a 9 on the friendliness.
Yeah, that dude was so chill.
Yeah.
And let's see what the last parameter is for the scorecard.
I think it's gonna be
Pet
love.
is to see the reaction of my mom.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
show
of
them.
course.
But real quick, I just want to let you know that only 5% of people are it is a real, and I know every YouTuber says this, and I said the same thing last
Cut this
video,
out.
but it is a real statistic. So please just subscribe if you like this video. Thank you very much.
Mom, can you come
Make sure
in?
you guys
Have
subscribe.
seen my new pet?
No.
All right, so the lizard is in this giant enclosure right here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically right there. And or do you know what kind of lizard it is though?
It looks like a little dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
She's so
yeah.
right.
That's why I got it. It looks like a dinosaur. And guess how much it costs?
I don't know.
It costs $800.
And I put it on your credit card, Mom.
Oh, she's about to freak out.
It did. But this is
That's
the new.
crazy.
This is the new addition to the.
Tuco costs
the
like
family.
$50.
All right.
What's his name?
The
I can
enclosure
tell.
has to cost so much though.
Mr. Prehistoric.
You wanna name him Mr. Prehistoric?
Prehistoric.
That's a stupid name. So what do you rate it out of 10?
It just
10
punches
out
her.
of 10?
10 out of 10.
Okay, bye.
Thanks. So she actually ended up liking it and gave it a 10 out of 10. That means
Boom.
the average score for the pet dinosaur is 8.7 out of 10. So that
Go!
means
It should
be
it's a
higher.
very,
Oh
very
my
good
gosh, I'm
pet.
sweating
I
a lot.
recommend it to anybody that can afford it, which is nobody, because who's gonna spend $800 on a lizard? Anyways,
That's a
I know
lot.
I said that the dinosaur would be showing his neck frill a lot in this video, which he hasn't yet. So to try and make him do it, I got a scary picture on my
What?
phone and
Shout out
showed it
Alec.
to him. And
Okay.
he didn't really care. So I tried getting another picture of a bird predator.
Shout out Jack.
That's so mean.
That
is so mean.
So sorry, guys.
I would just start
lied. Mr.
poking him with stuff.
Prehistoric is not going
It
to
looks
show
really
his
cool,
frill in this
though.
video,
I like
but
it.
that is a good thing anyways, because it means he likes me and he isn't stressed at all.
Wow, that pet dinosaur was insane. It actually looked like a dinosaur. And this next one, I wish was a dinosaur because I wish it was extinct. That's how gross this thing is. Because now we're going to be checking out Terragreen buying a venomous bloodworm. Yeah, you heard me right. A bloodworm. Let's just watch.
This is a bloodworm, and it is the creepiest, most disgusting creature. It even has 4 venomous fangs in each corner of its mouth that you definitely
don't like it.
don't want to get
Ew.
bit by. Now, I'm
I don't
known
like
for
it.
the weirdest pets, so of course I found a website that sells them as a live bait for fishing.
Yeah, literally nobody
Oh,
buys these as
okay.
pets. I think I'm literally going to be the first person in the world, which means I'm going to get to show off the crazy unseen abilities of these guys. So hey, let's just check this thing out.
And after
I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's buying the venomous type. So he's
by the most dangerous version of the bloodworm.
That is one of the grossest animals I've ever seen. If you told me that was an alien from another planet, I would absolutely believe you.
Why would anybody in their right mind get this thing as a pet?
Maybe he's got a vision for it. Let's find out.
For a couple of days, a truck dropped off the package at my house so I could finally check them out.
Here we go, bloodworms. Even as an animal expert, I am like pretty spooked about these. But anyways, let's just check them out.
Underneath all the packing material were the bloodworms. So using some tweezers, I carefully removed one to take a closer look. And yep,
That is one? Dude, that is like 4 regular worms combined into one long string.
Dude, I did not know they were that big.
It's gotta be this long, right?
That was like 4 feet long. Ew.
Holy smokes.
It was gross enough. It just got 5 times grosser.
It looks like a creature that you would find on Skull Island that would battle King Kong. That thing is massive.
And he didn't order just one. I think he ordered an entire bucket.
This
I don't know
is
if I
a
can- dude, I
bloodworm.
don't know if I
You
can
see
wash.
that they are absolutely disgusting looking,
Ew.
and their mouth is even able to extend out of their body like an alien. At the end of this part that
That's its
expands
mouth?
are their venomous fangs, which
Wow.
they use to latch onto stuff like shrimp in the ocean,
Cool
which I'll be
animation.
showing off very soon. Now, one thing though, I actually bought 12 of these bloodworms.
Dude,
that I'm gonna have to
seriously?
keep all in the same aquarium. So yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare. Now for the
Okay.
build, I'm gonna put in some aqua soil and a dirt mix. Eventually, we're gonna completely fill it with water because that's how bloodworms live in the wild. But for now, I just put a tiny bit of water in to keep the dirt nice and moisty.
But I've already run into the first problem because I don't think I was supposed to add the water straight to the dirt. It kind of made it a weird consistency. And the water is just straight up black.
So yeah, I drained the water, scooped out the dirt, and I washed it off in the sink.
I like that he keeps in his mistakes.
Terragreen should be an expert by now. What video is
He's
this?
he's just a normal guy that's trialing and erroring. He's figuring it out just like we would.
Then I put the soil back in, covered it in a thin layer of sand, and added the water back. As you can
There we
see
go.
now, the water stays fantastically clear. Nice. This mound here in the middle will be where I build all the decorations, and I'll even be putting in some red plants, and then finally filling it all up with water. First of all, let's get some pieces of wood in here. And I thought this design of multiple of these burnt looking ones coming from the middle looked pretty nice.
All right.
I didn't want them sticking out the top though, so I broke off all those extra pieces and planted them in the sand below to give the whole wood structure a more fuller look. Now it's time for the
I hope he puts in the background a giant painting of a volcano, because that is where these things belong.
Supposedly, Alec, these things are pretty common in cold waters. Like, they're mainly found on the coast of Maine.
Maine?
Maine. In the U.S. Yes, these are native to the U.S. of A.
I think we're gonna be okay, Adam.
Oh my god, it's only 600 miles away.
Don't worry, Adam, because supposedly, even though they look bright and colorful and they have those venomous mouths, they don't usually attack humans. So we're pretty safe.
I'm ready to just blow up Maine. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Trump,
Maine.
send it.
time for the rocks. And you may think these are just called river rocks, but in fact, that is not true. This one on the left is actually called an elderly boulder. And this one on the right is called
Oh, Alec, they named a rock after you.
Okay, dude. Play with
Probably
me,
gets a
man.
veteran's
Venom
discount.
boulder. Now, those
That
are
was
some
not worth
cool
the pause of
names.
the
Just
video.
wanted to say thank you to whoever named them.
But the best rock I have is this. It's actually not a rock at all. It's actually wood.
Looks like a log.
Just like what I already
Yeah, it's just wood.
Yeah, it's called petrified wood, and basically millions of years ago, it was buried
scared.
under the earth.
I
and
must have seen
turned into
Adam.
a rock over time.
But for this wood rock back here, I've actually got a pretty cool plan. As you can see, I've got a little can of sardines, which you basically just open by pulling the. Okay, it just broke off.
You broke it, bro.
Basically, you just open it like this.
Wouldn't it be funny if you just started eating again?
Why would he do that?
Sardines are gross.
I got a can of sardines from Walmart, and this is my snack.
And inside, there's some like dead fish that you eat.
That
Now
is
with
gross.
the sardines, I actually went and put one of them under this petrified wood. I'm doing this because I want to test to see if the bloodworms have a smell
Interesting.
ability and whether they'll be able to find the sardine under it, dig it out, and eat it. Yeah, that should be pretty fun to watch. Anyways, now I want to get some red aquatic plants in here. So I drove to Petco so I could buy some.
All right, I'm at Petco and I'm hoping they got some red plants in stock today. Oh, bro, there's not a single red plant in stock.
To Walmart we
I
go.
got them, but I guess not today, huh?
Instead, I had to drive home and go buy some online. Thankfully, though, there was a ton of websites with some nice reddish plants on them, so I went and added a bunch of them to my cart.
Dang, he just bought 5 of those. Oh my gosh, bro.
I say it's worth it for these red plants, baby.
baby. Check out.
What?
Since I bought
What's
That's
the
expensive.
What's the reason he's buying red plants instead of just regular plants?
So that it can blend in with the bloodworms, Adam. He's trying to theme this entire enclosure around the bloodworm.
That's why I said
they should get a volcano. Put a volcano in the back.
That's way cheaper. That's like $0 on AI.
What?
the one-day delivery. The next day, I got the package with all of the red plants inside. So I took them all out and started to put them around random parts in the sand. Now, a few of the plants they gave me weren't actually red.
$200 worth of plants.
But it's okay because I was starting to like the look of how it was all coming together. I also ended up getting these red ruby crystals that I scattered along the floor of the enclosure to add a bit more
I like
red.
that.
That is not cool.
I kind of wish that he bought like red sand. I feel like that would have been a nice touch.
See, now Jack's thinking, now that's cool. That is cool. Red rubies? What are we finding treasure? What's going on here?
I think he should try to buy a human hand off the black market and stick it in there.
What is wrong with Alec? Alec is crazy.
I mean,
What is weird? No, that's
Alec,
cool.
3,
That's
2,
cool.
1. We keep our mouths closed.
Here to match that bloodworm color, of course. But as you can probably tell, I've been keeping the two sides of this enclosure completely empty.
why?
That's because I want to build some custom DIY builds on both sides that the 12 bloodworms will be able to interact with. First of all, on the right side, I'm going to make a little cave they can all hide in. Now, in an old video, I learned this cool trick where you get out a basket, cut a hole in the front, and cover it in rocks to make your very own cave.
That's pretty
so
sick.
I'm gonna
It
do
is a nice
again,
little
but this time
project.
with 3 different baskets to make a triple
Ooh.
decker
Nice.
cave. So
Cave
I went and cut the
skyscraper.
front of the baskets off.
Some might
to
even
the
confuse that with a
entrance.
volcano.
I sanded them down a bit so it wasn't
True.
sharp, and I covered the baskets in
It's
a
way
ton
different,
of
Alec.
spray foam. Because let's be
Spray
real, it wouldn't be a
foam!
Terra Green video without it. And then I started to carve it out to make
Where's
it look
Walmart?
like the spray foam was the actual rocks of the cave. Anyways, here is the finished triple decker cave.
Wow.
Pretty good. I like it.
He's got so addicted to spray foam that he's not even sticking anything to the spray foam. He's just using it as the rock now.
It looks good, honestly. I didn't trust at the start. It looked kind of weird, but it actually turned out to be pretty good.
He's fully ditching nature. He's just
I like
going
it.
full spray foam.
It looks good, right? Right?
Let's just get this
Kinda looks like the
thing
shape of
in
Alex's
there,
head.
just
7 out of
like
10.
That may not be the prettiest decoration in the whole world, but a wise man did once tell me it's not about the looks, it's about the thought that went into it. And yeah, a lot of
Do you think his
thought
mom
did
said
go into
that?
Jackie
this game,
Chan.
Okay, we can store 3 different worms in there.
All right, now time for the left side's DIY build.
Are they gonna
This
pay
time I
rent?
got something interesting. Yep, it's
Each
a
got their
food
own
plot.
apartment.
Basically, I'm gonna prepare a bunch of different foods for the bloodworms. That way, I'll be able to
a
see
good idea.
which they
Yeah,
like
what
the
do they
most
eat?
once I get them inside. So, anyways, I drove to Walmart to do some
Walmart!
food shopping.
Walmart!
Calm down. This is
Straight
Walmart.
to the meat aisle, of course.
Did he just say that out loud in a Walmart? Did he just go to Walmart and say we're shopping for meat for bloodworms today in public?
I actually didn't hear that. Wait, let me play that again.
Did he just say that?
I don't know
if I
if you were
heard that,
shouting.
I can't hear it.
Drove to Walmart to do some food shopping.
Okay, well, we're shopping.
Yeah, I
for
can't hear it
bloodworms
because
today,
Jack
so
keeps
I came
yelling
straight
every
to
time
the
that we're in
meat aisle, of
Walmart.
course.
Now, first, do some food shopping.
Okay, well, we're shopping for bloodworms today, so I came
Oh, there we
straight
go.
to the meat aisle, of course.
Now, first on the shopping list,
Honestly, he's not even like a 5 out of 10 on the weird scale for people that go into Walmart. Let's be real.
he just went into Walmart and said, today we're shopping for bloodworms.
Dude, there's some crazy people that go into Walmart. I've seen someone walk in there one time with no shoes or socks.
I didn't know that worms are carnivorous.
They're kind of like leech worms.
It's really weird. Imagine dying to a worm. What a nerd of an animal to die and be eaten by a worm.
If I die to a worm, don't even make a gravestone for me. Just throw me in the ocean.
some beef. Now, if you remember, this is actually the same stuff I fed in my video where I got pet leeches. And if you saw that, you probably remember they absolutely loved it. Like, I was having trouble getting them off of it. So, of course, I bought some of that for the blood.
Oh, he's buying grass-fed, too. He's buying the organic stuff. Nice. Go ahead.
He's not skipping
I also
out.
went over to the fish aisle and decided to buy some salmon, which are a type of saltwater fish, which usually live with bloodworms in the wild. So I figured they might like to eat that. And also in that aisle, I got some shrimp, because when you search on Google what bloodworms like to eat, it says shrimp. So if nothing else works, they should at least
I
eat
like shrimp.
this. Finally,
Genius.
I went to the aquarium aisle to buy some of these fish pellets, because who knows, maybe the bloodworms will eat those too. Once I got home, I got out all the foods in the order I'll be feeding them to the bloodworms. It's gonna be crazy to watch their fangs absolutely rip this food to shreds, and I'm even gonna show some unseen stuff about these bloodworms.
Please tell me he's not putting this on his hand or his body.
He did that with the leeches, Adam, so I wouldn't be surprised. However, I'm pretty sure bloodworms bloodworms are venomous. So that would be pretty dumb if he did it.
He specifically bought the venomous kind. I think there's different types, but remember at the very beginning, he selected venomous.
Now let's get this tank filled up with water and get the bloodworms inside. To do that, it meant I needed to take out the food since it would get soggy if I kept it inside.
Yeah, I'll put this back in there very
He's making so
soon,
many
but for
mistakes
now,
this
I'm gonna
video.
store it in my fridge to keep it fresh.
That's fine.
Now, of course, I had to start filling it up with water so the bloodworms will be able to swim around in there. But when it got to
Whoa,
like,
you guys see that? The entire glue house is floating.
This cave is
That kind of makes sense with the spray foam.
Yeah, foam is hollow and floats.
Yeah, forgot about that.
percent full, I kind of realized a big problem.
Oh shoot, bro! I don't know.
He
how I
just
didn't
put a
think
rock
of
on
this.
top.
Put a rock on
Bloodworms,
top
they
of it.
live on the beaches of oceans, and the beaches of oceans have salt water. I've been making this a freshwater tank. I've been putting fresh water in it.
But it's okay, because thankfully in the corner of
What
my
a
garage, I
move.
just
Just add
have
salt.
2 big cartons of Pacific Ocean water. Source
Oh.
He just randomly has that. What the heck, Terry Green?
He uses it all the time in the videos.
Use it in case all of his friends come over for a pool party.
No, he does it for the enclosures. Adam, he has an entire channel where he has exotic pets, and some of them need salt water.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
probably just buys in bulk from Walmart.
straight from the ocean. Don't ask why I have this, I just do. Anyways, I drained out a little bit of the fresh
We
water
asked.
and started to add in the ocean salt water. And by the time it was filled up,
Look at the
salt
spray
level
foam.
was 0.02, which is perfect for bloodworms.
All right, all the right water parameters have been met in here, so the bloodworms.
He
are
put
good to
rocks
go
on
now.
top of
He
it.
just
He didn't even mention it.
He didn't
even mention it.
He was probably so mad when he realized that he made a mistake
He's
again.
embarrassed about the 6 other mistakes that he made that he doesn't even want to mention how his cave is floating.
He fixed it. See, you just got to put a couple of rocks on top, and then he's good.
I think a little bit more spray foam would have done the trick too.
Yeah.
Because I put salt water in here, it does mean the $200 on freshwater plants I spent is gonna go down the drain. Yeah, these are
You're all gonna die.
Oh,
We're all gonna
dying.
die. I wanted to replace the red theme in here, so I got this
no.
heatless red lamp. As you can see, it makes the water have this red tint to it, which is cool.
That's kinda
'cause
cool.
You gotta have the water at least look a little bit like blood when putting bloodworms inside. Now, I also need to
you?
get
I
snails
guess.
inside of here so they can eat any algae that grows.
Now, luckily for me, I actually have this tank just set up with like 30
Okay, he's got ocean water and random snails in his house. Who is this guy?
He is equally as prepared as he is unprepared.
Yeah, exactly.
snails in 30 just snails in here, and they're called nerite snails, and they're able to survive in salt water. So that's why I'm gonna
Pretty
choose
cool.
these guys.
So I got a few of those and put them inside
Plop.
the bloodworm tank. Once they got used to
Do
the
your
water,
thing.
a few of them came out their shells and started to move about the glass. Now I
Go
think
ahead.
these guys should be safe from bloodworms because of their shells, but I'm not gonna give the 100% guarantee.
Oh,
So
no.
sorry guys if you get eaten by the bloodworms. Now for the final touch of this tank. What I did is I actually went and found this cool picture of a beware of the dog sign, and I went and asked AI to change it to a beware of the worm sign.
I told you AI earlier.
Look at what it generated.
Genius.
That is absolutely
I
perfect.
told you
Let me
guys.
Go print this out at the
I like
store
that.
real quick.
So I printed it, attached it to a piece of cardboard to make it a sign,
Nice.
and there we go, a beware of worms
10
sign.
out of
I then
10.
even went and spiced
Who
up
was
the
that for?
enclosure a little bit by splattering some
What
red
the-
paint along the sides to make it look like blood.
Oh.
He's really going for this blood theme here. He's got the red rubies, he's got the red plants, the red light.
And next thing he's gonna do is buy a hand off the black market, stick it in there.
I like the idea, Alec. I think that he should just buy a fake hand, though. Like something from Spirit Halloween.
Oh my gosh. He might just like cut open a fish's gushes, let it spill out.
And there we go, 100% complete bloodworm enclosure. And I guess
That
there's
does
only
look pretty
one thing
cool.
to do. Let's get these bloodworms inside. Now,
I forgot how gross they look.
And then I'll have
God.
all the rest as I test more and more food. But yeah.
I don't like how
Guy
they just
inside.
don't move.
Be free, boy.
And the
they're
worm
probably so
kinda
scared.
I don't like how
sank down
big
to
they
the
are.
Bottom and started moving around randomly. And yeah, well,
My
this is kind
rubies.
of all bloodworms do. They just wiggle about, and occasionally they'll burrow under the sand, which is where they spend most of their lives. And as you can see, it didn't take this guy long until he started to do just that. But I guess he got bored of the digging, cause
Is it just me, or does this thing kind of remind anybody of like an axolotl with all the stuff coming out of the side? Like, it kind of reminds me of like the face of an axolotl, where it has like the little things coming out of its face.
I see what you're saying, but I think you're doing a big disservice to axolotls because this is the most disgusting animal I've ever seen. And axolotls are very cute.
Yes, I agree with
That is true.
because eventually he just came out and started to wiggle about again above the sand.
It just
Wait,
looks like a
before this guy tries
butthole.
to burrow under the sand again. Let's get to feeding him
Its
some
face
What do you got
looks like a
going on
butthole.
there?
Jack.
most, and we're gonna be starting with just some little fish pellets. I'm not too sure if they're gonna eat this.
They're not gonna like
Worth a
that. There's
shot.
no
Let's
way.
put them inside.
But there was a slight problem because
They
as you
float.
can see, the fish food was floating.
Terra
I feel like the
Green!
bloodworm isn't
Just
gonna
put some
swim up
foam
to
on
it.
it.
So
Maybe
instead,
because
I
it's salt
picked it
water,
up
it
with
floats.
some tweezers and moved it towards the worm. And as you can see, when I moved it towards him, he actually went and flashed flashed his fangs at me for the first time. I thought this surely meant—
Yo, fun fact about the fangs, by the way, they're actually made of copper. It's one of the only few animals that can have metal in their bodies. They make copper. I have no idea. Isn't that
It's like
insane?
Iron Man.
It's composed of protein, melanin, and copper crystals. So they can produce copper inside their fangs.
I don't
Pretty cool,
believe
right?
that.
I wonder if that's like the venomous part. Like they inject copper into other things. I think that's probably poisonous.
I have no idea. But the jaws do contain the venom to paralyze their victims. So you might be onto something.
That's crazy.
hungry, so I started to wave the food around in front of his mouth a bunch, and yeah, nothing. He didn't eat it.
So, hey, fish food, I'm gonna give a 0 out of 10. He didn't even want anything to do with that. But next up, out of all of these, I think I'm gonna do some
worm food.
salmon. Now, this stuff is so smelly and so oily. I think you just have to eat it, right?
Now, I actually went and added in 2 more bloodworms.
I hate
so
these
there was
things.
a higher chance of one of them eating it. Then I did the same thing. I just wiggled the salmon around in front of their mouths until they ate it. But just like the fish pellets, for some reason—
I don't want to. It looks like they're puckering their lips. Is that what it's called?
It's like the anti-pucker.
Yeah, pucker's this way, Adam.
Oh, crap. They're doing the opposite of that.
They're making like a face when you eat sour foods. They're like,
I don't want it. We see the steak, Terra Green.
Keep in mind, guys, there's still that sardine that's under the rock. I wonder if they're ever going to go for that.
I think Terra Green low-key forgot about it.
I did too.
These worms were not wanting anything to do with it. Now, I actually think bloodworms need to have their mouths extended and their fangs showing in order for them to eat food. And right now, their mouths are retracted because I think they're stressed. So what I did was I actually went
don't
and
say.
put all of the 12 bloodworms—
Oh my gosh.
It looks like
My
intestines.
thinking was, if I left them alone for a few hours in the tank, they'd start to get used to it, and then they would
at the
eat.
snails
After
running
a
away.
while, I went and took one of the bloodworms out and put him on land. I waited a little bit for him to shoot his mouth out, and when he did, I grabbed it with tweezers. Now you can really get a good look at the fangs.
Oh,
and what
there it
makes these
is.
Fangs so cool is they're actually made of copper. Yeah, like the—
I believe it now. Now that he said it, I believe it.
Only animal in the world with copper teeth. Anyways, with the bloodworm, I brought it up to the 3rd food source, which is of course beef. And after kind of like shoving his face in it, he instantly bit down with all 4 of his fangs and started
You can't
to
resist that
devour
beef.
this piece of meat and just suck all the juices out.
Hey, yo.
Oh my
gosh.
For me to get a bloodworm to eat a piece of meat, but dang, that is so cool.
I can't
when
believe
they
this is
do
a real
grab on,
animal.
'cause look,
It
I'm
is
shaking
locked
it.
on.
Like literally, it doesn't want to come off. It's like I am eating this. Do not take it away. So I think I'm gonna go try that same
kinda
thing
like a
with
snake.
the last food source, which is a shrimp.
And once one of the other worms shot out their mouth,
Hey,
I went
yo!
and grabbed it, and this time put the shrimp inside of it. He also immediately grabbed onto it, and now these 2 bloodworms were having the time
He
of
just
their
shoved that
lives
thing right in
eating
its
up
mouth.
food.
I
After
don't
like
like
an
the way
hour,
they
I went and
move.
removed the food from them, which was pretty hard. I had to like kind of shake them off.
Holy, that was actually kind of cool to watch, and it looks like you can see the little bite mark where the worm was biting. And
Yeah,
remember, these
you
guys
can.
are venomous, so there's literally venom just sitting on the end of this. However, I actually have one more good idea. Let me go get someone.
No. What are you
Well,
gonna
guys,
do?
I brought my mom in. Say
No,
hi.
don't do it.
All right, come
Hi,
on,
Mom.
in. Of course, I gotta show you a new pet. Just take
His mom is going to be so confused. She's going to be like, Terra Green. Like,
I think she might put him up for adoption one of these days.
what is happening?
I'm just saying, we've seen Terra Green, we've seen Terra Mom. Where is Terra Dad?
Hey, guys. I'm just kidding.
Look, this one's gonna be quick. You can see the pets in there, right?
Oh my gosh.
You know what those are?
Ew. They look like some sort of slug, leeches, snakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had snakes, I've had leeches, but these are actually bloodworms.
Oh my gosh. Ew, look at all the little tentacles.
And
They are not moving at all.
You didn't notice them on the table?
So that
It looks like a
purple
crime
right there,
scene.
That's the mouth of the worm, and if you look very, very closely, you see
Ooh,
those
they look
little
like
things on
eyeballs.
it.
Oh my gosh, that's so this is probably the most disgusting thing yet.
This is, I know, that's what
It looks like the sandworm from
I
SpongeBob.
feel like I'm
Yes.
gonna throw up.
Well, guys, these are pet bloodworms.
Okay, thank you. That video is done. I'm so done with bloodworms. I never want to see them again. Let's move on to something much, much better, and that is the toe biter. Wait, is that me? Kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's actually really, really gross, and you guys are probably gonna love it and hate it at the same time, just like me. Let's check it out.
This is a toe biter. Yeah, might sound funny, but these little bugs live in lakes and spend all day eating everything they lay their eyes on. And to humans, they're known for injecting venom into
That's
toes,
not a
causing
toe.
extreme amounts
Oh
of
my
pain.
god, that's a toe.
Dude. Oh!
So I found this website.
That's
for
Coyote.
some, to keep as pets. Yep, I'm gonna build them a home in this fish tank. Let's
No.
buy 2 of these. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, I just want to check out what site is he on? It's called Bug
What's that called?
I think he linked it. Bugs in cyberspace.
Okay.
Bugs in cyberspace.
Okay. What, does he have to buy them with Bitcoin or something?
You can buy food for bugs, you can buy dead insects, or live pet bugs. They sell jumping spiders, cockroaches, mantises, and even toe biters.
Okay, you guys can see in the description, it says not for beginners. So you can already tell this bug's gonna be very dangerous.
And you already know the delivery drivers worked overtime to get these to me as soon as possible. So I cut it open so I could get out the containers. Supposedly the bugs were inside.
All right, let's see these. Oh shoot! No, this thing's
Dude, that's huge.
Since it was kind of hard to get a good
I
look
don't
at them
like
in
it.
these
It looks like a
containers, I got out
cockroach.
this temporary
Nah.
tank
Yeah.
and put them in. I was very careful because supposedly these guys have wings, meaning they could just fly out
Nah.
to my toes and start biting them if I wasn't careful. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Is that a Pizza Hut box? Alec, I'm surprised you didn't clock that.
Adam,
Is this your secret channel, Alex?
stop with those jokes. Okay, Adam, you should be terrified of this thing because it can fly, which means that it can get up to about yay high, which means that it might confuse your
Okay, I
giant
know where this
protruding
is going.
nose with a toe. And it might sting you right in your nostrils, right in your hairs, right in your nose holes.
I hope it climbs up.
Climbs up where? You know what? Actually,
not even-
never mind.
I'm
Don't
not gonna finish that.
Yeah,
They do eat anything. That's what Terra Green said. They would literally chomp on anything from a cheeseburger to Adam's nose. So I don't know why somebody would get this as a pet. It seems very, very stupid.
That's a dumb decision then to choose a Pizza Hut box as the cover for the top. That's like pretty much dessert for this thing. He's gonna chew right through it.
now we can really see how absolutely vicious these guys are with their insanely sharp pincher forceps that they
Whoa.
actually use to latch onto prey in the wild. Then, using a little sharp mouthpiece
It's
they
a
have,
hugger.
they inject a special type of venom into prey that turns the inside of their body into
wow.
liquid that they then proceed to slurp up like
That's
a
just like
smoothie.
my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I really hope these guys don't escape while making this video. But anyways, let's just build them a home and keep them as pets.
This can't go.
I'm not wrong, right? Terra Green still has 3 Black Widows that escaped in previous videos.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Oh well, but the first step is to make the background of their home. To make this look good, I wanted to put this black board along the back. That way the tank would have more of this dark feel that matches how creepy the toe biters are.
Their
Then
eyes
I
are
got out
so
some
weird.
spray foam. Yep, wouldn't be a Terra Green video without it. But this time
Get
I
that
used
spray
the foam
foam
to
all up
connect
in
all
there.
these pieces of cork bark along the back to add some sort of natural feel to it. I even went and covered all the excess spray foam with some dirt so it wouldn't be as ugly.
But the coolest thing is, as you can see, is I actually hid some of these plant pots along the top. Basically, it's gonna allow me to plant some beautiful plants in here, and it's gonna be
Yo, I know we say this all the time, but Terra Green is a genius. This guy is like a master aquarium builder at this point.
He's getting good. Every video he's learning something new, and so am I.
Yeah, I think that he watches our videos and listens to what we have to say about how bad his aquariums used to be, and now he's improving.
yeah.
I agree.
He's cooking.
Shout out Terra Green.
You're welcome, Terra Green.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take all the credit
Yeah, we'll
there.
take credit for this.
Yeah, we'll take every piece of credit.
Without us, I don't think Terra Green would be able to be as good as he is.
That's a
so
great conclusion from the Beck Bros.
We officially did it, guys. You know, we don't do it for money. We don't do it for fame. We just do it for the love of the game.
just by the end of the video, probably.
But to really complete this backdrop, we need to add these. These are called sticks.
Have you ever
Yep,
seen them,
we're gonna
Alec,
put
when
these
you go
along the
outside?
back wall. If you didn't
I know you love
are
sticks,
really cool
'cause
they
you shove 'em
grow
up where
from
the sun don't
trees, and
shine.
They're actually made
What
of
the-
wood. I'm just kidding, guys. I know you guys all know what sticks are. I don't know
Oh,
why I'm explaining this. Anyways,
yeah,
I put so many of these sticks along the back
Yeah.
because I really wanted to make this place look like
Whoa.
some underwater mangrove swamp
Yeah.
with so many roots.
Wow.
I'm already loving
That's gonna
how
look
this is coming
good.
together, and we're not even on step 2, which is
Sheesh.
actually to make the floor and decorations.
For this build, I just wanted to use this simple gravel material for the floor. But along with it, I've also got this,
What is
which I've
that?
never actually used before. It's
Tesla?
a little
Foot?
underground cave that goes up against the glass.
that's cool.
Basically, after we go and
Thought it
fill
was
up
a
the rest
shoe.
of this floor with gravel, you can see this cave stays as an open area.
That would have been funny if he like made the whole thing like a foot, you know, with toes, because it's the toe biter.
I thought he was gonna do that. Yeah, like go to Spirit Halloween and get like a fake foot and put it in there.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, we're not done. Maybe he's gonna decorate it like that.
I kind of hope he puts his real foot in there.
I was hoping that he would bring in Mama Green and that she would maybe do a test.
Get them barkers out.
I hope he does put a real foot foot in there. I'm curious what will actually happen.
His real foot.
Or a friend, I don't care.
I would like to see his real foot in there.
Foot.
Stuff can go inside. And maybe our toe biters will come and chill in here, or maybe some of the prey we add will come and hide in here for as long as they can, of course.
Now you're probably wondering why I didn't add any of this aqua soil like I usually do.
Oh, yes, I
I'm
was.
not gonna put any sort of plants in here this time.
Are you
Instead, I
freaking
wanted to look
serious?
like some abandoned swampy area with super murky water. And we do that by putting a ton
This is
of
not
natural
Terra Green.
materials around, like this big driftwood piece coming out the middle, and then a bunch of smaller stuff, like these dead leaves, some mini pine cones, and little sticks.
But most importantly,
So Alec, I know you don't go outside that much, but like you can actually find those in nature. If you go outside where the sun shine, you can actually find this stuff.
You have to open that. You have to open the front door, Alec, and go outside.
Yeah, you don't even have to like go and purchase it using money. Like you can just find it around.
Yeah, but you can also find that in Minecraft. Literally all of it. So why would I ever do that?
That's a fair point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, okay. That's where you found your girlfriend.
Beta miracle leaves. Oh yeah, I don't know why they're called miracle leaves, but hopefully
I only buy alpha miracle leaves.
Maybe if you guys sprinkle them on your heads, it'll
Actually,
work.
I kind of do know why these are called miracle leaves. Because if I go and fill up this floor area with just a bit of water, you can see over the span of about an hour, it starts to turn into this brown, murky color. That's because those leaves and all the other natural stuff I added inside is spreading around pan and
What if he was like, that's because I took a crap in it? It just pans over to his turd that's in the corner.
Because I had Chipotle about 2 hours ago.
Anyway, hey, another idea for you, Terra Green, just in case
Yeah,
you want
it's natural fertilizer.
Yeah, get a pen and paper. You're
And then put your feet in it.
You're gonna want to write this down. This is good stuff.
Take poop in water, put foot in.
water, which turns it this color, and it's actually super healthy for any fish or bugs that would live in here.
Sure.
Hey, the more you know. Anyways, I drained that while I continued on with the build by putting in a few lava rocks and covering them in a bit of the sphagnum moss, which I also put all over the background of the enclosure.
Finally, the most important decoration is some little mini plastic boots. Yeah, 'cause we all know
That's not even a
every
foot.
lake and stuff. They just got like boots and stuff. At least that's what all the fishing games I've played have told me. Yeah, I got some pretty cool decorations. as you
that's
can
true.
see. Just gonna put that there.
Now for my
You could also
favorite
find,
part
like,
of
a
each of these
bottle
weird
with a message in it.
videos, the DIY decorations. And for the first one, let's make some pictures. Yup, I literally went out and bought these mini dollhouse picture frames. I'm just gonna scatter all around the enclosure with funny pictures of toe biters.
And to make some funny pictures, I gotta do some photoshopping. I'm a Photoshop master, so this should go pretty well.
First of
Let's
all,
see
I
what
used
he
my
does.
expert skills to make a picture of a toe biter eating one of its favorite foods
Oh,
ever,
nice.
a frog. Yes, they actually
That's
eat
not bad.
frogs in the wild.
thought Terra
Then
Green
I
was
made
just
this
gonna do
picture of a
AI.
toe biter
This is
flying
great.
in the air with beautiful angel wings. Because yeah, like I said, they can actually fly with their actual wings, but they don't look.
Why
as
is he actually good at
majestic as these
Photoshop?
Angel wings, of course.
Yeah, he's
Finally,
actually very
I found this
good.
picture of what it looks like when a toe biter lays eggs. Yeah, apparently you can literally keep them on their back until they hatch. So I put a bunch
wanna
of
flick
baby
the,
toe
um,
biters all around this mom.
That looked like Adam in high school.
Yeah, my acne was pretty bad actually. That's like the black I
You
forgot.
can't just
Wait.
stop there, Adam. You can't just stop there. You
It
gotta
was a
keep
type of
going.
spider. I
You
forget.
gotta keep going, bro.
Bro, pauses the video and to say that.
Female wolf spider, not a black spider. My bad. I'm gonna press play quick. I'm gonna press play quick.
Spider.
Shopped, but I also found this picture of all the toe biters' favorite foods, like insects and fish, so they can daydream about them all
It's
day.
probably
And I also
gonna
found this
try to
picture
eat the
on
picture.
Google of some crazy person who willingly let this thing bite him. Why the heck would you do that, bro? I don't know. I just thought I had to put this in. Anyways, for the next DIY build, I'm gonna make some signs. Yep, I literally went out and bought all these random pieces of wood so I could
Is
burn
that
some
like a
cool
laser?
patterns on them with my super hot wood burning pen. With the first sign, I made
Whoa.
it say "Beware of the biter," and I even put a little bit of eye emojis
Wait,
at the bottom.
was that
I thought
B
those looked
supposed to be a
And then
D?
on the second
I'm
sign,
not sure
I made
what
it said
happened there.
"Rest in peace"
But
to
this
all
is
the
cool.
insects and fish that
Go
enter
ahead.
this tank. Because as you know, toe biters do not take kindly to those kind of things.
And I could just go and put these inside of the tank. I kind of want them to look like signs, so I got these sticks that I use for the background, which I'm gonna go and hot glue to the back of them.
Once they dried, I
Oh.
stuck the two signs in the floor and got out
That's
the final
awesome.
sign that I was gonna make a pattern on. This time, I stuck these little wooden letters onto the sign to write toe biters. Then I completely burned all the letters black so they stood.
That would be so embarrassing if he did all of this work and then it turns out that the toe biter can't even read.
I feel like this is turning into a school project for him. Like maybe he's in workshop class. He's just turning this into a project like for school so he can get an A.
I was gonna get like a AA+.
He's at a B+ for me right now. He's
biters.
got to work his way to an A.
I wonder if there's any other insects that are some sort of biters. Like if there's an eyeball biter or
You
a
can't
ball
even
biter.
spell biters correctly. Like, come on, there's 2 T's.
All right, let's just hang that right there. And oh, that's actually fire. Hold on, wait, that's actually on fire. Oh, nah, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
guys.
whoa,
It's just,
whoa,
cement
whoa.
and
Got me.
But it is actually fire.
Oh my
budget's
god.
getting too big.
Adam,
All right,
Adam,
do that with
it
Alex.
wasn't real. Adam, it wasn't real. Adam, it's okay.
I know.
I know sometimes that gets you going. That gets you flustered.
Alec, you're on fire, bro.
Make it stop! Make it
And
stop!
guys, watch
I hate
this.
this kid.
Adam's nose is now giant.
Wait, there was no effect.
Wait, Adam, you look the exact same.
Yeah. See, guys, that's the power of editing.
All right, turn my nose back to normal.
Now turn in normal. Oh my god. I think it's stuck like that.
Sorry.
Can we please play the video?
Sorry, I don't even have that much power.
This has nothing to do with a toe biter. I really hate you guys.
There's one more thing. Some plants to put in those pots that I had at the top of the enclosure. So I drove to Walmart to buy them.
Walmart.
I already know they're gonna have some fire plants.
Heck
Bro,
yeah.
What is this?
Snake
Wait,
plant.
This is the entire plant section.
Wait,
Yeah, I
what?
don't know what my Walmart is
They're
doing
fake.
because why the heck is there only like 5 plants here? None of
Are
these
they out of
plants aren't
season?
even the right type and
Yeah.
they would all die in the water. Come on, Walmart. Hashtag bring back the plants. Everyone comment that. We actually got to bring back these plants.
Does that mean he has to go back to Petco where the plants cost like $7,000?
Yes. He should come out with his own plant called a Terra plant.
Yeah, just make his own plan. Are you stupid?
I like
That's
that.
not how that works.
I like that a lot, Adam.
Anyways, I went home and instead just got out these terrarium plants that I had sitting in my garage. Listen, guys, I tried to go to Walmart.
Sitting
I know
here
you
in my
guys get mad at me
garage.
whenever I don't, but hopefully this is good enough
With
for you
my
guys. And anyways,
Lamborghini.
once the plants were inside, I filled it up with water, and as you can see, it turned super brown from all the tannins, of course.
There's so much
which is
cotton.
perfect. That's
Totally
exactly
not
how I
turds.
wanted it. And yep, this is now 100% complete. We don't need a filter or anything because toe biters are extremely resilient to water.
are we
So the next
amazing?
thing is to literally just get these guys inside.
Literally?
Yeah, I gotta be extremely cautious with this. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this.
As long as he doesn't use his foot, he's fine.
2.
Oh my god.
I'd be nervous.
Oh, they both fell off.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay, they're swimming around.
They kind of look like frogs a little bit.
So I instead went with a different approach and moved the cork bark to the new tank and instead used this net
Oh,
to try
okay.
and transport
They're
the toe
so
biters without
big.
them flying away.
If he just used his foot, then
Thankfully,
he would
it was
have
a
no
little bit more
problem.
successful. So I did the
There
same
we- there
with
we
the
go.
other
We got
toe
one.
biter, and you can see they both just swam straight
got
down to
two.
grab
They
onto
are
something,
active.
and they stayed completely still. But they do this for a purpose. You see, toe biters have evolved to have the exact same
God.
pattern
They're
and
pretty
shape
good
as
dancers.
a dead leaf, and they stay completely still till some prey
Whoa.
swings by
Dude.
them. Then they pounce.
Oh my
on
god,
it.
I thought
you
frogs
already
ate
know.
bugs,
Let's
not
test
the
three food
reverse.
sources with these guys, starting with the smallest, which is actually mealworms, which I got right here.
Mealworms are one of the most common foods for the kind of pets I keep, so I had a feeling these guys would definitely enjoy
has
them.
no
First
idea
of
what's
all,
about to
I
happen
dumped
to
one
them.
in the water with
Here
some
we go.
tweezers
French fries
and
for
waved around
bugs.
in front of this guy. And instantly, he dashed off of his rock towards it, and it actually scared me a bit, but he didn't even actually end up attacking
Why
the
not?
mealworm. So when he found a new spot to go and rest, I did the same exact thing. And this time, he struck
Oh.
at it, and he scared me so much, I actually dropped the
Why
tweezers
is he
with the worm.
scared?
I don't know why this scared me.
Tweezers.
I'm literally using tweezers, but yeah. Anyways, on the third attempt, this is what happens. He went and grabbed the mealworm with his claws.
Whoa.
He actually got a good grip with it.
Ooh,
then he
very
brought
gentle.
out his sharp mouthpiece and
Whoa.
started finding a good spot to poke into the worm with. Eventually, he made the bite,
Oh,
and as I said
oh.
earlier, they inject a special digestive enzyme into the
that is
prey that
nasty.
turns the inside of them into a liquid that they then proceed to slurp up
it's like
like
acid?
a smoothie. And yeah, this must have been
Yeah.
a tasty, tasty smoothie.
All right, I'm gonna give
Ugh.
mealworms a 7 out of 10 because those toe biters like them kind of a lot. But next up, we got an even bigger insect. We got some roaches, baby. I think there's roaches in here.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
whoa.
Oh,
That is
wow.
I'll make
gross.
this one quick. So
Two
instantly, I put one
dubia
of these
roaches.
roaches in front of the second toe biter, and almost immediately he pounced onto my
they're way
tweezers
bigger than a roach.
totally,
Oh my
and he
gosh,
just like
dude.
would not let go. I think he didn't even see the roach, so I just knocked
He's
him off
eating
the
the
tweezers
tweezers.
and tried again. This time
the
he
roach
actually
alive?
grabbed the roach,
Yeah.
but he
Oh my
also
gosh.
grabbed onto my tweezers again and straight
He's
up
trying to
just
get
would
out.
not let
Peregrine's
go.
gonna have a
I
panic
kinda just
attack.
set the tweezers down while he ate the roach, and you can see this guy was also
Oh, that's kinda
absolutely
sad.
slurping this up. And
The roach
probably
is
enjoying it a
drowning
lot.
and getting eaten
I'll
alive.
give roach his 8
If it was anything but a roach, I'd be upset.
But now it's time for the toe biters, a real favorite food, or at least that's what I've heard. You see, insects are great and all, but in order for my toe biters to be healthy and thriving, they need to eat fish because that's what they eat in the wild mostly.
And thankfully online, there's tons.
Wait, isn't it kind of crazy? So this bug has wings, so it can fly outside, but it lives underwater. What other animal does that? Is this like the only insect that can do that?
No, there's a couple. I remember growing up in our pool, there would be like these little water bug creatures that were like kind of like cockroaches, but they also have wings.
Yeah, so they're like a hybrid animal. It's kind of like if you would drive your car into the ocean, then it would turn into a submarine.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like one of them like duck boats.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some fish have
No,
wings.
It's
yeah,
true.
but they don't go
Flying
under.
fish.
They don't. This thing lives underwater. It can breathe underwater, and it can also
fish
fly
can't.
outside.
Forgot.
Oh wait, fish have. Oh yeah, I thought you said a bird.
But it is pretty crazy, Adam, I will say.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool.
Tons of websites that sell feeder fish just for this purpose. So I bought 2 of them so we can get our pet toe biters their proper nutrition.
It's a good deal.
The next day, they got delivered, so I got them ready to feed.
All right, let's do this. And I even got my GoPro so I can get some nice underwater shots of these toe biters eating. Let's dump one of these fish inside.
The fish that I had put inside immediately started swimming around. But little did he know that this was the home
poor
of my
guy.
pet toe biters, which were secretly sitting right next to him watching.
It's gonna ambush him.
This POV is
They're
crazy.
hard
He
to
got a
see.
little too curious and started swimming near the toe biter. The toe
Oh,
biter
you're
was
done, buddy.
prepared to strike,
Oh.
but he had to wait for the perfect
Look, he's charging.
opportunity in
He's
order
charging.
to not scare the fish away. And when the moment was right, he pounced off the rocks and missed and scared
Oh,
him
he's
away.
slow.
Come on, I thought you
He's
were
so
a
slow.
master
That's like me
hunter.
trying to get up in
instead,
the morning.
5 minutes later, I decided to just help him out by feeding him with some
What?
tweezers. There you go, boy. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, this seemed like it was probably his favorite food, and he would not
Oh,
let go.
no.
It's easier and nicer to feed insects. I'll
my
mostly stick to
goodness.
them, and I'll just
That was
have
brutal.
fish be a special occasion for when they need the proper nutrients. Anyways, this is pet toe biters.
Wow.
Hope you guys learned some.
Okay, that is the last crazy pet we are going to be checking out. Let's switch it up now. Let's watch a way better video. Now we're going to be checking out Green adopting a homeless axolotl and building him his dream enclosure.
Found a listing of someone selling a pet axolotl's home. When I clicked on it, I saw an absolute disgrace
That is
of
dirty.
an enclosure. I mean, the water was brown, there was random trash, and
like
somehow
Alex's
there was
toilet.
a live axolotl inside. Apparently,
Wait, there's an axolotl in there, guys? Seriously?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's what he just said, Jack.
It's
Yeah, but
definitely
can you
dead.
believe that? Look at how does an axolotl live in that? It's green. You can't even see what's inside of there. That is insane.
I think that tank doesn't have a filter.
What? And thank you guys for watching. Does it or does it not have a filter? On our next episode, we'll be checking out Alex's bedroom.
That water probably stinks so bad. Oh my god.
So it is like your toilet.
Why do
the
you
sellers
keep bringing my
offered
toilet
it
into
to him,
this?
And he needed someone to take care of it for
Only
him.
$5.
$5.
$5 for long.
That's pretty cheap.
Let me go save this axolotl.
So I drove out to the seller and bought the tank with the axolotl for $5.
Dang. If that's spilled in his car, it's done.
In my
Oh.
car, and we gotta take
It's
this
in
home to
there?
see if the
Dude,
axolotl
that is so
died.
weird.
He has to keep the water in there or the axolotl would die. Are you guys dumb?
No, but normally when you transport like fish and things that need water, you just put them in a little bag.
Have you ever seen Nemo, Adam? Clearly not. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I didn't know you guys were fish transporting experts. My bad.
Do you think the pink things on the left are its ears? It looks like that's the axolotl's ears. Maybe it's a giant axolotl. Its ears are like huge and poking out.
It has transformed because it has been in this water for too long. It's now a mutant.
It's a mutant axolotl.
Survive.
And I really hope it's okay, because if it is, I'm gonna completely revamp this home into a dream home paradise so we can
Epic.
give this axolotl his best life. Quickly, I
It
went
was like
home
Karate
and set
Kid.
up a filter in the water so I would be able to see
Boom.
inside. But after letting it run for 30 minutes, the water literally did not clear
Nope.
up at
I think it
all.
got
Oh my
worse.
god.
Dude, that has to be the dirtiest water ever. Even if you run a filter through it, nothing happens.
How much money for you guys to drink that water?
$5 probably.
Was the axolotl in my cup?
Yes.
Probably like 50.
Waste, so I'm just gonna try and dig around and scoop it out.
I
with
love the
this
bamboo
thing.
background.
See anything?
So I started to
I think
take
that's real.
each decoration out one by one, and it didn't
I'm
take
starting not
long
to believe
until
there's an
I saw
axolotl
this
in there.
little thing at
Oh,
the
it's
bottom
right there.
of the net. I had
It
found
actually is
the
in there.
axolotl,
Wow, look at
and
that.
Thankfully,
What?
it was still
Whoa.
in
Alec
good
got
health,
proven
so I
wrong
quickly
real
moved
time.
it out into a
Yo,
temporary tank
wait.
and was
The axolotl probably thought it was blind its whole life because it couldn't see like an inch in front of it. And now it's been awakened. It's like when Logan Paul put on the seeing glasses.
And then he started to cry.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh my god, I can see!
I can see blue, green, purple.
Yeah, that's what the axolotl's going through right now.
Super surprised by what I saw.
Guys, this is not a normal axolotl. This is actually a super rare axolotl. It has the
What?
golden trait, and it also looks like it's albino and a baby.
What? That is so many things.
This whole tank was like $5, as you know.
This is a mud
right
axolotl.
now as it is for over $100.
And little did I know, this axolotl was even
Yo.
rarer than I thought.
How?
It actually had a special gene that made it be able to glow in the dark.
What?
Yeah, this video is insane. Anyways,
$5? I
didn't know that was possible.
Take my money. Take my money.
One was to empty out that disgusting sewage water.
Okay, I don't
Yummy.
even know where to begin with how bad this tank is. Pretty much every decoration's a fake plastic one. The substrate
Gross.
is absolutely nasty, and just
Turd
the whole
water.
thing has no structure to it. It's
I thought it looked
plain
pretty
Just
cool.
throw it out. Throw the whole thing out.
Looks like Adam made that.
Garbage where they belong. Then I
It's in
emptied
that
out all
bed.
the sand, since I'm pretty sure that's what was causing the water to be so brown.
And finally, what the heck is this?
That's what I said.
That's the coolest part.
Picture of bamboo on the wall. It doesn't fit. And
It's
it
so
doesn't even make
tiny.
sense. Like axolotls don't.
It looks
live
like a
with
girl in
bamboo.
college
Yeah,
threw that up on
Bamboo.
her wall.
What?
Anyways, now that we're back to the bare bones of this tank, the first step is to build the lake bed base. To build that, we start by
Potato.
just putting a ton of sand in here and piling it up in a mound in the middle of the tank because I have a cool idea for this.
Ooh, he's gonna make a volcano.
Axolotls live
Sand
at the bottom
mountain.
of lakes in the wild. So to build that in here, I stuck some wooden branches in the sand and surrounded them in a ton of river rocks. Which, if you're wondering the names of them, this type is called a Tahaiji stone, and this
Of
one
course.
is called a Seiryu stone.
Obviously.
I don't know who names these, but I would just call them smooth stone and rough stone. Those are better names. Anyways, I also want to cover these mounds in tons of aquatic plants, which if you've seen my channel before, you know these
Walmart,
are extremely
Walmart,
expensive.
Walmart,
I mean, look at all
Walmart.
these. This totals to $125.
Bro bought the axolotl, the tank, the amazing bamboo background for $5, and he threw it all away. Now he spent $125 on some plants?
Are you kidding me? That is a 500% increase.
What? He's doing a home renovation right now. He better at least get $500 when he sells his axolotl. Right, Alec?
I think it's worth it because plants are like the core of the world, you know? They make oxygen. You guys are like screaming like it's nothing, but plants are so important to how everyone and everything lives. So obviously it's gonna be expensive.
What are you talking about? The political and economical environment of our society? What are we talking about, bro? It's an axolotl enclosure.
Wait, Alec's the type of dude. Wait, I might be able to sell him dirt.
Alec, I could give you fresh natural dirt from outside, from the Himalayan mountains.
Sold! Name and price.
$500?
Sold!
You guys saw it here first. Alec is dumb.
Hey, all right.
Please subscribe.
Well, I forced
Maybe.
myself to forget the price while I planted them around, and I made it look absolutely beautiful. I put the taller plants near
Gorgeous,
the back of the
gorgeous.
mound and the smaller plants up near the front, since it adds some nice depth in here, or something like that. All right, it's starting to
It does look pretty good.
but
I
to
like
complete
it.
The sides, this is where we're going to put the custom DIY builds. And you see, in the wild,
Ooh.
axolotls like to hide in little rock caves because that's where they feel safe from predators. So I'm gonna build a custom
big
little
cave.
cave on the right side, and to start that, I found this basket in my house.
Oh, this
That's
is gonna
coffee.
work perfectly. Let's just get that out of there.
With
It's
this,
the
I started by
basket,
getting out
Alex.
a
Oh my gosh.
heavy-duty saw and cutting a hole in it that would serve as the entrance to the cave. And then I quickly sanded down the rough edges and used my hot glue gun.
I
to
can watch
start
him sand down
gluing
all
these
day.
Little thin gray rocks all around it. to
Oh,
obviously
that's
give
actually
it that
smart.
cave look. And after I was done gluing
Yeah.
all those on, it actually looked
pretty
pretty
cool.
solid. But as you
What?
can see,
That looks
some of
way better
hot
than the
glue
store
I
I'll give it
used to
7 out of
connect
10
was still
schmeckles.
exposed, so I quickly covered that in some pebbles. Once I was done, I put
Oh,
the
genius.
enclosure in, and it didn't really fit. So I took it out and rearranged some of the rocks and put it back in, and boom, perfect fit.
That is
There we go. I think
perfect.
that cave looks pretty good in the grand scheme of things, and yeah, it is a pretty small entrance to get inside. But obviously, the rare axolotl is still a baby, so it should be able to fit in there just fine.
Anyways, I finished it off by putting some plants right out in front and a couple big rocks on top to make it look more cavey. There we go. Everything's starting to come together
looks
well.
sweet.
But now it's time to design.
The only thing that cave is missing is a Fortnite setup, and then I would move in.
It is literally an axolotl. It cannot play Fortnite.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Okay.
Are you serious? Are we being serious right now?
Alec, you were just going on about how plants are important for the world, and then you're gonna pull that out of your butt. Did you take your medicine today?
I thought axolotls could play Fortnite.
He now speaks differently.
I don't understand. We lost Alec.
And if you guys remember, that first version of the tank had this big, ugly,
Put it back.
wallpaper.
Put it back.
Boo. Inspired, and
Bamboo.
Let's make it just like bamboo themed, you know. We gotta keep
Yes.
a little bit of the
Get some
original.
real bamboo
all
in
in.
there.
Wouldn't really be transforming if we didn't. So let's get that done.
Put
For
a
the
panda
first
in there.
decoration, I
What
of
is-
course got out some
Guys, what is the scariest plant? Bamboo!
Oh, he was doing a setup joke.
I was doing a setup joke. All right, did I get you there or no?
No! No!
round sticks of it'd be
guess not.
bamboo-y, you know.
Is he making
And
a
on
wood
each
instrument?
Stick of bamboo, I started to drill little holes. You see,
I kinda wish he put actual bamboo plants.
near the top of their enclosures. That way, they can easily swim up and gulp.
I can't
air
believe
from the
axolotls are
surface.
real
So to build
animal.
something like that, I got out some string and started to thread all the bamboo together. I kind of felt like a grandma doing this, you know, sewing away with a needle. Yeah, it was pretty fun though. Anyways, I hot glued the ends of the
I
string
don't
so
think
they
that's
wouldn't
sewing.
move. And boom, check this out.
It's
a
kind of
bamboo
sewing.
hammock that the axolotl can rest on. In order to get it attached to the top of the enclosure, I once again used some hot glue to put on some little section cuts.
This axolotl is gonna have so much exposed glue once he puts the water in. That dude's gonna be like on a glue high, just floating around.
What if he gets stuck on one of the glue sticks?
It feels like I'm floating and flying at the same time.
This time it was complete.
All right, there we go. Check the hammock out. I'm sure the axolotl's gonna
That's
like.
definitely
lay on
gonna
this.
fall.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, all right, I see the
gonna
vision.
fall.
I see the vision.
It looks like a trap.
Some alive actual bamboo. It's
There
curved
it
for
is.
some reason.
That's
don't
what
know
I
why,
wanted.
but I'm gonna plant this.
That is cool.
the same.
Live
So I put each
curved
of the
bamboo.
bamboos there under the
I've
hammock
never
and
seen
covered
spirally
it in a
bamboo
mound of
before.
sand.
But I'm not done yet.
He's gonna have a lot of problems with that bamboo in like 2 weeks because that stuff grows fast.
Yes, like
It's gonna-
like when in Minecraft too, with the sugar cane.
It just goes
Okay.
straight up into the
Okay,
sky.
Bamboo King.
Bamboo!
Bamboo! Ah!
Aquarium too. Well,
Got him.
if I'm being honest, it's probably still gonna be kind of normal, but it's gonna be cooler looking.
Now to build this thing, I first got out some giant plastic
put
boards
back in
and
the
put
More
them
glue.
together to
Oh
make
my
one
gosh.
giant board. Then I covered it all with some black felt.
Now you're probably wondering why I built this giant black platform, but basically the reason is because I can go and put it right behind the tank just like this. And then now what I'm gonna do is
It's really making me angry that it doesn't fit perfectly.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's
Just
it's
like-
an inch.
called plant pockets, glue them to the back of that, and basically what this allows me to do is, you know, put plants in them, and we're gonna have some overhanging plants in here.
Ooh,
But first, I needed to
that
go
is
get the
neat.
plants. So like always, I drove to
Walmart,
Walmart.
Walmart,
now,
Walmart,
and look
Walmart.
at this. Bro, this is usually where all the plants are. And for some reason, they replaced
Put a
them all
Christmas
with
tree in there.
plastic Christmas trees. Who cares about these? I want my plants back. All they got is these stupid roses.
Yeah, it turns out the plants are gone from Walmart for the season. So instead, I had to go to a normal, boring plant shop and
Aw,
get the plants there.
lame.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that I had to abandon Walmart, but this was only like $50 for
The
all
whole
these
video is
plants.
ruined.
Dang, that's actually a good deal. It's definitely cheaper than those aquatic plants. We don't talk about those though.
When I got home, I got out the plants and put them all inside their little pockets.
And dang, check this whole thing out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All
All
right,
right.
go around and look at the back. Yeah, it's kind of curving.
More glue.
It kind of gives a cool effect, and you know, it makes the plant leaves drip over the top.
Anyways, now
I like
to
my
complete-
plants drippy.
Guys, I think I'm just a hater, but I don't like that at all.
You don't like the hanging plant part?
I don't like the hanging plants, and also there's no. It's just a black background now. It used to be at least bamboo. It was something.
Damn
Ah.
what?
Now it's black.
I agree with Alec. I feel like, yeah, he maybe was just trying to get the video done and then he kind of just like threw that together. I like the idea, but maybe the execution just wasn't there.
You guys are haters, man. Haters.
I ain't hating.
No hate here. I do love this guy's YouTube channel.
No hate, all love.
Comment down below, Alec hater.
Comment down below. Adam's an idiot.
Nobody's gonna
some
comment
finishing
that.
I'm
touches.
kidding, I'm
and what that
kidding.
means is I first filled it up with some cycled water and attached a filter on it.
Okay, I've never used one of these filters before, but apparently it's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Just gotta go and plug it in.
That's
and
neat. It's like a
here.
fountain
It's gonna shoot out
filter.
water. Yeah, look
I
at
was
that.
plugging ASMR.
Waterfall makes
Epic.
these, little water
You guys ever get super
but I guess when I
satisfied
want
when
it to be
people
quiet,
plug
I
stuff
can
in?
go like that, and there we go. Can't really hear
Yeah.
First try.
Now
Only
I
on the
saved
first
the best
try.
thing for last. This little
Is that the
gift
axolotl?
present.
This is actually cool.
Imagine it's the axolotl in the box. He's just been like keeping it.
Help! Help! Now he's in there like this. He's in there like this. Hello. Hello there.
Where are your socks and shoes? What the?
I'm inside! Who wears socks and shoes inside, you freak?
I always put some cloth over them dogs.
No, I'm a free bird. Cuckoo.
This has nothing to do with axolotls.
Just saying, it's just chilling. See, it is! Dude, it's actually doing what I said.
What
That
did
is
he
not
do to
an
the
axolotl. I think
What
he
did he
killed
do
it.
to it?
It's not the axolotl, but it's doing the pose.
Just kind of follows.
He's gonna keep that right outside. That's actually his brother that died. He's like, this is how gonna happen to you if you don't follow what I say. You follow me. I'm your leader now.
Why is that what popped in your head?
Adam, I am going to reach out to PETA and let them know that you are not allowed to have axolotls.
That's what I would do.
I think that the axolotl is going to think that axolotl it's God. It's like the God, holy axolotl that
So
escaped.
a female.
I don't think they have religion in the axolotl universe, but I could be wrong.
Anyways, this is now completely transformed, and it's time to not only add in the golden axolotl to his new home, but show off exactly what
Hey, what's going on?
How it can
Hey,
literally
hey, wow, why is it glowing?
So I scooped it up out of its temporary enclosure, and bada bing.
There we
Wow,
go.
he loves it.
Welcome to your new home. Right away, he
Majestical.
started to explore
He
around
loves it.
his new tank, and eventually made his way into the cave I built for him.
Okay, so the axolotl's in the cave right now, so this is the
Axolotl.
perfect time to test out some foods with him to see which he likes the most.
What's the first one?
First up, I want to test just some normal fish food.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's actually gonna eat it.
Vipagran.
Fish food is not axolotl food, but let's try it out.
So I dropped them
part
in
fish.
and let them sit for a little while, but yeah, he didn't really eat them, and he didn't even come out to take a look at them. A little later, the axolotl left the cave,
Let's
so I
go.
got
With
the
vegetables.
second food, bloodworms.
So these are frozen bloodworms, so to make them, not frozen anymore, just kind of plop the packet in a little cup of water like that.
I remember
Window,
feeding my
just
fish
take a
these
big
back in the
chunk,
day.
Put it in right next.
That's kind of gross.
And it didn't take long until he noticed
Come on,
it. And
there it
instantly
is.
took
There
a
we go.
snap out,
Dinner
eating the whole
time.
pile up.
Dude,
That's
oh my
basically a Big
God.
Mac for an
Chew,
axolotl.
bro, chew.
Did the
Anyways,
one
I
bite
got the
challenge.
third and final
Most animals
food
don't
source
chew.
out, night crawlers.
Which are just worms, basically, but they're
That
giant
worm's
worms
bigger than
compared to
him.
Those tiny little blood worms.
No way he's eating
here
that.
we
He's
go.
gotta
We got
chop
a
it
nice
up,
little
right?
tiny piece of worm, and we're
You're
just
gonna kill
drop
it.
in right
That worm
next
is
to the axolotl.
humongous.
After wiggling it around in front of him, he picked up the scent.
Oh, he did
and
chop
as
it in
you
half, though.
expect- Yep, I started going crazy.
Yo, he just
eating
ate the
this
whole
worm
thing in
up,
one
too.
bite. Oh my God.
Wow.
Shaking it up.
So an axolotl is like a snake. The dude is literally like a snake. He eats the entire thing.
Adam, I've seen you eat your bananas like that, so don't act like it's that crazy.
No, for real. The banana would have to be this big if that was actual size of the worm. I've never eaten a banana that big. I've eaten it like
But
this
would
big.
you? But if
You've
it
eaten,
was that, you would try it. I know you would
You
try
only
it.
get one opportunity in life.
Good axolotl. Oh my gosh, this guy's so cool.
Ew, it's still
Actually got
squirming
this guy
outside of
for
its mouth.
$5.
That's
I
so
can't believe
gross.
that.
Anyways, later that day, I was watching some videos about axolotls and figured out that sometimes they can be bred to literally glow in the dark under UV light. Which, I mean, look at that. That is just so cool.
Okay, so I got all the lights turned off in my room, and it's nighttime. So I got this little light, and when you click the button, it turns on the UV
It
rays.
can
and, that's
glow in
blinding.
the
But anyways, I
dark?
just want to shine this in here and see if my axolotl actually has that glow in the dark ability.
What
I
are
actually
we
have no idea if this
talking
will-
about?
Oh!
Okay, wait.
Wow.
I did not expect that to work.
Oh gosh.
Oh
it's
my
gonna
gosh,
light,
it's like,
gonna
no, you've
light.
exposed my secret power. No, no,
It's
no.
actually pretty cool. So for whatever reason, if I can't
That's
find
so
the
cool.
axolotl, I just
Did you guys ever go laser tagging?
All the time.
And then it had like the UV light on you.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I have dandruff, and it was always so embarrassing every time I would go in there, and it'd just be like specks all over my shirt. And it's like,
Sometimes I would have stains on my pants. It was really weird.
boogers
Click
also
this button,
are reflective.
Boom, you're found, buddy. You're never gonna be able to hide
PSA.
me ever.
I don't know why I know that.
This is weird, but I am known for keeping the weirdest pets, so of course I found this
True.
website that will
Shout
sell
out.
me a
What is this website?
Dang, $20 for a pet leech. That's a bargain.
Why does it have 4 stars?
Get this checked out.
What are
So
people
in this
doing
video, I'm
with
gonna build a
leeches?
whole
26
scenario.
I don't
reviews.
wanna
Everything
know.
about keeping a pet leech.
That
I
just
literally
looks so
let them
sus.
suck on my
No!
arm. Yes,
No,
I am
no,
not
no,
kidding.
what?
I'm gonna let them do that, and I might get
That
some
feels
unknown deadly
dangerous.
virus. This is easily gonna be my weirdest pet. Anyways, until the
Whoa.
leeches
It's like
got
a seawater
delivered, I
mosquito.
got a 20-gallon aquarium and a ton of rocks to get its enclosure built. Step 1 to make its home is to make a rock arch. To do that, I got out some water-safe spray foam and sprayed the entire left side of the enclosure, and then I covered it with some lava rocks. You see, leeches spend most of their time in the water, but they actually have the ability to crawl on land.
I hate this. It's skeeving me out.
I've heard of leeches, but I never knew what they looked like. I didn't know that they kind of look like a giant worm.
How did you not know what a leech looks like?
I've never
Adam?
seen one. I don't know.
I've actually had a few leeches on me before, and it's really weird.
Oh my god. Ew.
I'm a survivor.
Basically, by connecting all these rocks with foam, I was able to build an arch here that I could cover with dirt to make the land portion of this enclosure. On the land, I put some very simple decorations like a piece of wood, some carpet moss, and a small plant to complete it.
All right,
So
the
beautiful.
land area is looking pretty nice and small and cozy, and it's gonna be so cool to see the leeches swim onto the land so they can eat food and stuff. Oh, and
So
also, if you're wondering where I
cool.
got this beautiful
Yeah.
plants, of course, from Walmart. Gotta keep the channel's tradition going, you know.
Anyway, step 2 of this enclosure is to create the water portion. Now, I started by getting out some of this black aqua soil stuff and putting a layer of it down because it'll allow us to grow some beautiful, luscious plants in here. But first, I covered the soil with a layer of sand and started to scatter giant river rocks along the bottom.
Do any of you guys know what leeches eat?
They suck blood, Adam. That is all that they do.
I get it, but like off other fish or off each other?
Yeah, think of any animal or fish or anything that has blood flowing through its body. It just attaches itself to it, and then it just sucks out the nutrients.
Is it a parasite?
I feel
It's
like
kind
it
of like
is
a parasite.
kind of a parasite, yeah. I feel like parasite, leech, same sort of thing. They're just feeding off of their host.
But imagine being a fish and not having any arms to like defend yourself. Like once a leech is on you, you can't like do anything. You're just.
Aren't they like super dangerous? Don't they have like diseases that he could get?
I mean, I would imagine so. If you're sucking blood and then sucking more blood and then sucking and sucking and sucking, eventually you're gonna get diseases and then
Exactly,
spread it.
yeah.
Right, Adam?
Is that where Lyme disease comes from?
Yeah, that's from ticks. Yo, yeah, it's pretty much a tick. It's a water tick.
Yeah, talk about a clingy pet, am I right?
Cool to make this place look like the bottom of a river, since that's where leeches live in the wild. To finish the river look in here, I put some smaller river rocks around, and then I put some extra small tiny river rocks around, and then I
Nice.
put some extra tiny small river rocks around.
That's just sand.
Which aren't really rocks anymore, they're just kind of like gravel,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyways, now it's time for the aquatic plants. So I drove over to the local pet store to buy some.
Okay, here's the aquatic plants, and I always hate buying
11
these because I
bucks?
look at this, they're so
For a
expensive.
plant?
Anyways, let me just pick out a few that look cool. And yeah, this cart right
There
here
is
costs
no
like
way he just-
$70 for buying
No.
Anyways, when I got home,
Inflation
I used
is
my
I can find that for
skills
free.
to find the most
Money
optimal
does grow on
location to
trees.
Plant each plant, and by that I mean
Yeah.
I just put them around
No.
randomly. But after putting them all in, it actually looked pretty cool.
All right, dang, this is actually gonna look pretty
That's so
good
worth
once I
70
have
bucks.
water in here.
I
Also,
like
it
it.
turned out really good how that rock arch makes like a little cave there. That's gonna be really cool. I guess the leech are gonna be able to swim there or something.
Guys, I know that we're watching a video about leeches, but how cool would it be if he got like a piranha next? I want to see that.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, that could be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Freshwater creature, so I just filled the enclosure up with some normal water, you know, pretty simple stuff, and in no time it was done.
All right, I'm liking the look of this a lot, but if you look at the dirt, it's absorbed the water and it's super moist and it kind of looks like mud right now. Now, because the humidity's so high right here, mold can actually grow, which
Ooh,
is
that's
of
no
course not
good.
good for the leeches. But don't worry, because I have the perfect solution right
Salt.
here.
Yeah.
Inside of this container, I had some little insect creatures delivered to me for step number 3, the mold cleanup crew. These are
Oh.
springtails, which you may have seen before, but I have a cool idea for them. They're basically just super tiny white insects that I guess eat mold when it
Oh
grows
my
in here.
gosh.
And yeah, there's tons
Cool.
of these things in here,
That
so
is
I just
nasty.
dumped the whole container on the land.
All right,
Isn't that so cool? How even the minute, minuscule insects play such a big part in the ecology of the world? Like, without those little, minuscule rats, the leeches would die because the mold.
Exactly. It kind of reminds me how in our stomach we have trillions of tiny microorganisms. It's pretty crazy to think that there's little things living inside me. I think I
and
might
without
be
them,
pregnant.
We would die without them. It's crazy. Like, I hate insects, but I gotta love them and respect them, because without them, I would be dead.
It's the circle of life, except for mosquitoes. We should get rid of them.
it'd be really cool to get a time lapse of these little guys eating. And since there's no mold in here right now, apparently their second favorite food is yeast, which is like a fungus or something. I don't really know. Bread. But basically, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit right here, and we'll see what they do.
That is like a full buffet.
So I waited for the
Yeah, look
springtails
at-
to
oh my
happen,
God.
sour
So
the
much.
yeast
Oh
up,
my
and they were
gosh.
Just imagine if like someone outside your house just dropped just a pound and 100 pounds of Skittles. That's what just happened.
But the Skittles are like the same size as your body.
Yeah.
I would
Can we,
eat it.
can we turn the Skittles into Big Macs?
Did you know Skittles are like the most dangerous food in the world?
Oh, you saw
I
that?
thought-
You saw that on
The most-
Twitter?
yeah.
Why? They seem pretty natural to me. They're different colors.
Yeah, they're rainbow-fied.
Yeah, you taste the rainbow.
But if you eat the green ones, you're good.
Yeah, just I only eat the green ones to stay healthy.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Balanced diet, Skittles.
around it, looking like they were probably eating it. And as you can see, this part of the yeast kind of changed. I don't know if that's just because it soaked up the water from the dirt.
So
or
these
what,
things are
because I
gonna
only
grow into
recorded
leeches.
springtails for like 30 minutes, so it's not a very
No.
eventful time lapse. But this is what it looked like.
These are
at
just
the
in there to
end.
eat the
Now for
mold.
step number 4 of completing this enclosure, we
Add
gotta
the
put some
thing.
technology in here,
No!
like always, to make it super
Oh.
good. Now, first of all,
So they
I
can
got
play
out this
Fortnite.
machine, which you may have
No.
seen in some
What
of
is
my
that
previous
thing?
videos.
It's a blender.
Basically, when I turn this little dial out of the end of the tube, a bunch of fog comes out.
Oh.
So I set that up on the side of the
That is
glass.
pretty
and let it
legit.
run
A
for
fogifier.
It just makes it look cool.
Now it's like a rave.
Now it's a rainforest.
It's a little bit too much fog.
Looks good to me.
Out of here. Okay, that's better. But you know, it's cool. Adds to the atmosphere.
Is that it? It's just cool? That's why?
Alec, you should do that to your room next time like a girl comes over.
Yeah, I should do that to my room next time they go.
Adam, don't even lie. A girl's not coming over there.
I know. I try to be
I
nice.
don't talk to them.
Anyways, for the second technology,
But you can get a leech.
This one's a little useless, but it's cool.
Okay, so I was walking around Target earlier and saw these little robot turtle toys on sale for about like $8. And I think it'll just be funny to put these in the water with the leech.
The leech is gonna try to
throw them
eat
in.
them.
I know, the leech is going to be so depressed when it's like... and then it gets microplastics in its system.
Oh, I hate microplastics.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're the worst.
Them out real quick to see what they look like. Okay, I got it, and I think you just like press these buttons and oh, okay, its arms are moving. I guess let me just put it in the water. Let's see what this thing can do. And
It's
moving.
it works.
It's just
Swims
swimming into
about
those
as good as I do.
Okay, I guess it's kind of cool. Okay, it's not that cool to be honest. Let me put it on land. Let's see if it can walk on land.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it can't walk on land.
Oh,
This
that's
enclosure
sick,
is
dude.
now 100% complete and ready for probably
just took 'em
the
out.
weirdest pet I
He
have
didn't
ever
even use
got to be put inside, the leeches. So I guess just cut to when I get that package.
In this box are the leeches.
It's
I
here.
got them shipped. I still can't believe we're gonna be keeping.
Is that
these
a
as
urine on
pets.
there?
I'm literally
Ew.
gonna be letting it
Yeah,
suck
no,
on
that's
my
you
arm.
lying.
This is not gonna be fun
Oh.
at all, but it's gonna be pretty entertaining. But hey, let's
I'm
just
so
go get these guys
excited.
in their enclosure. We don't want them in their shipping box anymore.
I didn't even know you could have
So I
these as
brought the box
pets.
inside and opened it up.
Oh no!
I gotta
bro,
find
the
that
leeches are
website.
inside
I wanna
this
see what
little
else you can
foam
order.
box. I do not even want to open this up.
I think I don't like leeches, guys. The
Inside
more
the
I watch
box
this
was a
video.
little plastic container
Alec,
with
nobody
water
likes
and the
leeches.
which I moved into
but-
this.
Ah! Oh my god, I thought it was on the outside for a second.
Ah!
Nobody likes leeches. Who likes leeches?
Yeah, but like it makes me want to vomit. Like
Yeah,
I think I'm
who is
leechophobic.
looking at a leech and they're like, oh, look at that cute little leech. I want to give it a good
Dude,
little
the
pet.
guy that's making
No.
this video.
It looks like a piece of string cheese that you'd pull out of your butt.
Terra Green likes leeches. I don't like leeches. That's whew, gross.
I would let him suck my arm though.
But guys, comment down below some names of what we should call these leeches.
It's
I'm
leech.
gonna name him Sleek.
Well, here they are, my new pet. Aren't they so
I like
cute?
it.
Kind of
Oh,
reminds
there
me
is
of like a
two.
snail
Are
and
you
a
seeing
snake.
This is so disgusting. This guy's just climbing up the side of
Oh my
the
god, it's like an
enclosure.
alien.
They're already trying to
But
escape.
despite how nasty they were, I had to transport them to their new home, so I tried to scoop them out.
Okay, I got one of them up against the wall in this
that's
little
dangerous.
container, and I'm just gonna try and scoop it
my
up.
gosh.
There we
don't
go.
hurt him.
Whoa, look at how small it got.
Oh no, is this thing trying to escape right now? No.
Oh my
this is
gosh,
not the
can
time.
they
Can you
jump?
Please
Can-
go back in the container.
Oh, he's gonna use his hands.
But eventually I
loose.
got it back in, and I was able to put both the leeches into
Okay,
their
good job,
new
good
home.
job. It
And
does
right
kinda
after
look
dropping
cool when
them
it's in there.
It didn't take long
They're
for the
good at
leeches
swimming.
to start swimming around.
Can they
and
suck
be
each
super
other?
Active. Basically, how leeches
They might
work
have
is
to.
they
I don't
mostly
know.
get around by swimming around just like this,
Whoa.
like how a sea snake would.
That is
But
kinda
on one end
cool.
of their body,
Yeah.
they actually have a little suction
Whoa.
cup so that they can grab onto walls and rocks so they
Whoa.
can stay
Where are the
still. And of
teeth?
course, on the other end of their body
the other
is the
side.
mouth that they use
Oh,
to, of
there
course,
it is.
grab onto animals with.
Okay, as you guys know,
Wow.
these leeches.
What? I wonder what it would feel like to be a leech. Like this is your whole life. Is doing this.
That's pretty much every fish, Alec.
You're
All
just
you
dancing
do.
your way through every single day.
They probably look at you and they're like, look at this kid all day. Look at what he does all day. Oh. So they probably think the same thing about you, Alec.
Come on.
Yeah.
They don't have eyeballs. all they do is feel. They just feel this and suck.
The more you talk about it, the more I want to be a leech.
I don't.
This is awful.
Dude,
what a
leeches
terrible
suck.
life.
Leeches literally suck.
Most of their food by sucking the blood out of other animals. So before I feed
Oh, now
them
he's
my
just hanging
own
there.
blood, I kind of want to fill them up just at least a little bit by feeding them.
You should
some
prank his
other
mom.
Type of food. And apparently, Google says one of the best things to feed them is raw liver from the grocery
Oh,
store.
yeah,
And
they
I
do
don't
have a lot
really
of blood
any
in
that,
them.
So I guess let me just go get it.
So
Adam
I
has
drove
like
over to
7
Walmart
pounds.
and found some of that raw beef liver that supposedly the leeches will eat.
Dang, check this
$2,
stuff out. It's
that's
only
not
I used to, I threw it out.
$44 for a packet of it. That is why we shop at Walmart, everybody. And it
That
does
is not
look
bad at all.
nasty, but I'm
Walmart.
pretty sure the leeches are gonna eat this. I don't know. Let's just go home and figure out.
So when I got
Yeah,
home,
they're
I
eating
opened
better
the
than
packet
most
up and
leeches.
got a little raw piece of liver
looks
out.
gross.
Ugh.
Beef liver right here.
I remember
This
eating that.
video, I thought it
Nice,
couldn't get any
everything.
worse,
Hey, the
and it
leeks are
is.
out and about right now, so I think I'm just gonna drop it in right there.
That is so much
Look at how
meat
quick.
there.
Look at how quick
I
they
let
get
the
to
meat sit there for about 15
Oh.
minutes, but the leeches didn't end up finding it.
I
So
thought that they
instead,
would
I
jump
just
on that
picked it up
thing.
and brought it right over to one of them. Immediately, that
gonna-
first one picked
Oh,
up a
wow.
scent or something and latched onto it. So while that leech
That
rode the
meat
piece of
looks
meat, I brought
gross.
it over to the second one, and that guy immediately latched onto it.
There
too.
we
Oh my
go.
gosh,
Let
dude,
them
they
go
are having a
crazy on it
full-on
Digging in.
buffet.
for a little bit.
Look
Oh
at,
my god.
look at how big they're getting. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
guess you are right, Adam. As soon as they start eating, like it has nowhere to go. It just starts filling them up, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Their entire body is basically like a stomach.
Leeches are absolutely devouring this piece of meat. I gotta make sure they don't get filled up on
pause.
this meat, because I still gotta eat meat. Can you guys come off, please? Oh my
They are
gosh.
sucking that
This
meat.
They are
part
not
stuck
coming
on
off,
the
bro.
meat.
How are they gonna get off his
They're
arm?
on my arm.
That is crazy.
I don't know, bro. This is not gonna be fun, though.
He should definitely prank his mom. Like, imagine she's sleeping and he puts a leech on her arm.
That would be horrible. I think I would kick my son out of the house if I woke up to a leech on my arm that was just suckling me. I don't.
Prank Jack.
I literally, I don't think I'll ever come back. I think I will be traumatized for life.
Yeah, but what if we put it on your nipple, Jack? Come on.
Are you trying to milk me? What are you trying to do?
No.
That would be funny if a leech sucked a nipple thinking he was gonna get blood, and then it got milk, and it was like, ah!
What do you think comes out of Jack's nipple?
Oh!
Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I am not a woman.
Or pregnant.
It's the next day, and the
That'd be
leeches
like
are
me
still doing
getting
good. And anyways, this is the
2,000
moment we've all
pounds
been waiting
from
for.
eating.
Did the
Well,
meat
I haven't
disappear?
been waiting for it, but I'm gonna
took
let
it
the
out.
leeches go
Oh.
on my arm now. So
Don't
let
do
me
it.
wait
Don't
for
do
my
it.
mom to get home so she can record that, and also I want to see how she reacts to this new.
Dude,
wonder if
his
it's gonna
mom is
hurt.
brave.
He's about to
Okay,
stick it on her
Have we
mom.
seen a face reveal yet?
Hi.
I just bringing you in here 'cause
Of the
I wanna
mom,
show you
yeah.
my new pet. All right, so basically, just look at its cage, and I want you to guess what's in there.
Oh my god. Dude.
Do you see
No.
anything in there?
Yeah, it's in the jar.
Yeah, right
It's
there.
disgusting,
In the
dude.
jar. I had to put it in
Oh,
a jar.
no.
Is it a centipede?
A centipede is
I
underwater.
don't know.
That's
No,
a
it's not a
No,
centipede.
dude.
It was a good guess, guys. Don't yell at her.
No, dude.
Isn't a pet leech cool?
No. Is it the sucking of the blood leeches?
Basic, yeah, sucks your blood. But you know, we gotta feed it.
This is
I see
crazy.
where you're gonna go with this not happening.
Yeah, don't worry, we're definitely not gonna be feeding it anyone's blood. But I want to show you this.
Did you guys know that like back in ancient times, they actually used to use leeches to like cure you? They would like do it so that it would suck out any toxins in your blood, and they thought that it would help.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like a lot of weird ideas that they had, like just bloodletting in general. Like they would cut themselves and just bleed things out. They would also do trepidation, where they would cut holes in your skull and take out pieces of your brain.
It's pretty much like today's dermastamp.
thing you see on top, you can put fog
Probably a little
inside.
sting.
But I don't only have fog. We also got some turtles.
Dang, bro, that leech is vaping.
He's
Why
so.
is it showing the turtles?
The mom is so proud of the
Why
turtles.
is it in a jar like that though?
Oh, you're wondering why it's in a jar? So
Oh, well, it's ready.
Basically, it's in a jar because I need to do something with it.
Ah,
I need to record
You want to
it,
know
do
why
something
it's in a
with it.
jar, Mom?
So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick the leech up and I'm just gonna take all the water out and then I'm just gonna put this upside down right here. And basically I need you to take my phone and record me sucking the blood out of my arm.
No, you're not gonna do that.
Yes, I have
no,
to
we're
do it.
not, dude. Why do you have to do that?
Because I said I would do it at the start of the video.
Oh, right.
I'm just gonna take.
Stop playing with her.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh,
no.
dude.
Why are we
This is kind of
Don't
scary.
worry.
No.
What if it like bites a nerve or something?
For it to even get out of there?
Yeah, you see how the suction cup is on
Once
the
it gets
top?
on, ow!
Okay, it could happen right now. It could happen right now.
I'm so scared right now.
No, 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 no! No!
Take the jar off. Take the jar off.
Why are we doing this?
Take the jar off.
Back a little bit.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Okay, it's biting me right now.
He's
It's biting
giving
my-
directions
I
of the
feel
camera.
blood coming out of my-
Bro, literally is just like, it's biting me right now, guys. I'm getting bit. It's biting me.
Oh, maybe he doesn't hurt that bad.
I'm
Yeah.
getting bit. He's getting leeched. My guy is getting sucked by a leech and he's calm.
Coming out of my arm.
Oh my god, no. Ew.
Ah!
It feels so weird.
Look at how big it's getting.
Basically, it's injecting like a chemical in my blood right now to make it run faster so it can suck more blood out.
Oh
Whoa.
my god. are you
Why is he so
serious?
excited about
Is
this?
Can it really harm you?
It's
No,
like
do it
natural
not.
blood
Oh,
thinners.
it's getting big!
It's off actually.
No, I'm flicking it off.
No, so you can't flick it off.
So it does have
the
natural
teeth are, like,
properties.
Going harder into my body. Some people feed these for like 3 hours at a time, but yeah, I'm not doing.
Who
all that.
does this?
Oh my gosh. They
Who
them
does this?
For 3 hours.
Yeah, you just kind of want to like trick its teeth into like scaring it, you know, so it will unbite
my
it.
God, it's really
alright?
on there.
And just like that. Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off!
Oh
Get
my
off!
god, get up. Get up.
Oh, we got him again.
we got him again.
So that's my new pet.
What? No, dude, let's just throw it in the toilet.
Okay, we're not gonna do that. Don't worry because we got princess band-aids
Oh,
right
thank
here.
Oh.
Lord.
Heal the wound.
Stole that from
I
Myron.
got some cream or something I can put on it.
Neosporin, yeah.
Okay, so first we just gotta get the cream, put some on there.
Ah.
Maybe that's a little too much.
That's a lot of cream, man.
Princess Band-Aid, so we just take that out. Oh,
Wow.
There we go. It's good to go.
Very pretty
See, they did not have this in
Just
old
like
times,
that.
in old days.
That's
The old
true.
princess band-aid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they
You wanna
needed princess band-aids back then.
Absolutely not. No, or just throw it in the toilet.
Well, I just let a leech suck the blood out of my arm. Piranhas in movies depicted as these crazy, evil fish that will eat anything they lay their eyes on. But despite how deadly they're made out to be, for some reason, you can legally buy them
No.
to keep as a pet.
So I'm gonna buy 6 piranhas.
Red belly
build them a
piranhas.
home, and test to see
6?
if they're
Only
actually as
35
vicious
bucks?
as
That's
the
not bad.
movies made them out to
One
be.
is
And
enough.
Yes, I will be putting my hand inside of their
No! Why would he do that?
He's a
So
psycho.
literally,
Piranhas are one of the only fish that have teeth. Like, they can literally bite you. They don't just suck, they munch and they tear and they wiggle.
Exactly. I think they might be more vicious than sharks.
I think it's like if you took a shark and you literally scrunched it down into a rat form.
Yeah, it's a mini shark.
Let's just put it like this. Would you guys rather go into a pool filled with 100 piranhas or one shark?
One shark.
One shark.
What? Yeah, me too.
day, the delivery van dropped off the package that supposedly had the cold-blooded killing piranhas.
That was fast. I'm hoping all these guys survived the shipping, since as you can see, it's pretty cold out. But anyways, let's
They're
get
all
these
popsicles.
inside.
So I got out this 20-gallon tank I had laying around and filled it up with some cycled water. Then I cut
Dang.
open the tape on the box
That's a
that
big
had
knife.
the piranhas inside.
He's gonna kill them by
Oh
accident.
shoot, bro! There is literally piranhas right under my.
He's gotta be more careful. I'd have a 10-foot pole.
And oh, I cannot believe I'm gonna be keeping these.
Yo.
What the heck?
Thankfully, every single piranha had survived the shipping,
Let's
so I put all
go.
6 of them into the tank.
They're so tiny.
Is there like a scientific reason why they don't just start gnawing each other and trying to eat each other?
Because they're not cannibals.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, good point, Alec.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cute though. They're cuter than what I thought a piranha would look like.
They kind of remind me of goldfish a little bit.
Guys, don't get any ideas. Don't be crazy now.
I think they eat goldfish.
I eat goldfish. The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
Put them in, I realized they were barely moving and definitely not acting like normal vicious piranhas.
And look, I can literally
Interesting.
drop a cricket into the water, and usually
Okay.
they go crazy
GG's.
immediately eating that
He's
up,
dead.
But check it out, no reaction. at
What?
all.
You see, the reason they're not moving is because they need a way bigger tank with all the right stuff inside. So I got out a new
Wow,
tank
they're
and
stubborn.
filled it with 100 pounds of sand. We gotta do
Oh
this
my
because
goodness.
of course,
Wow.
the first step is creating
That's
the
like
floor
1/3
and
the size of Adam.
decorations. To continue this process, I started to use these sort of
Hey.
thin sticks and use a hot glue gun to hang them from the top of the enclosure.
Oh, here we
you
go.
see, these piranhas that I bought are red-bellied piranhas, which are supposedly the most vicious species, and they live in the Amazon River where there's all these roots and stuff hanging in the water. So that's what
Guys, how close are we to the Amazon River?
At least a couple thousand miles.
Okay, so like there should be a problem for us. Like the chances of us running into a flock of piranhas is like slim.
Yeah, no, you have a better chance of probably getting struck by lightning than getting bit in the toe by a piranha.
Unless you order them to your house, like this maniac.
I did not know this was legal.
Well, apparently he's gonna stick his hand in there eventually.
If it was me, I would just spin a wheel and whatever body part it landed on, I'd stick it right in there.
For money, right? For money?
Oh, I love pain.
Anyways, next up, it was time to use even more wood. You see, this time I want to stack up some thicker wood to make it look like a massive tree trunk is growing from out of the water. So I actually took the wood out and used some water-safe spray foam to connect all the pieces together with some
I love when he
branches
sprays out
coming off.
foam.
And then once all the spray
Sticky
foam
poo.
and stuff on it has dried, we just plop it in there like that, and boom, there we go. Check
Bang.
it out. You can even see the roots and stuff.
Right, but it's poking out of the top.
Whoa.
But there's still
Don't worry about it, it's
decoration
aesthetic.
we have to put inside
Piranhas
here.
can't
First
climb,
of all,
Alec.
you guessed it, just some more wood randomly scattered around, but then some rocks because
This is
pretty
all
much
gonna be
every
underwater.
Amazon riverbed has them, and
By the way.
finally some pebbles like this, which I dropped around the enclosure, and some even tinier little pebbles,
Really?
which I also dropped around the enclosure, which makes the sand across the whole thing look a little more realistic.
Well, I'd say this is a pretty good
Great
start
idea.
to the base
I'm
of the
liking
tank,
it
but
so
now it's time for
far.
the fun part. Let's go get some aquatic plants for this.
That is not the
Okay,
fun
hang on,
part.
I'm not gonna lie, the aquatic
He's back
plants
at
that
Petco.
come
Dude,
with
14
little
bucks for a
algae
plant is
today.
insane.
All these plants are like
They're dead.
bro,
I
no
thought he
way
was
I'm
gonna
paying
go to,
$10 for a dead
Home
stick
Depot.
with a little leaf. But let's buy all the ones here that are alive.
Why go to Home Depot? Just go outside. There's many plants outside.
He has to buy stuff that's native to South America.
No.
No, but Adam, these are aquatic plants too. Like you can't just go take grass and put it underwater. It's going to suffocate. That's not how it works, Adam. You have to buy plants that specifically live underwater. That's like like buying a fish and then trying to walk it outside and expecting it to work. It's not how it works.
Yeah, that ended badly.
All I'm saying, he should have went to Home Depot or Walmart. He would have saved himself probably 50%.
So I picked out all the good plants and even found this little cool vine one, which of course I had to get
Ooh,
to.
that looks
so
like a
I drove
goldfish.
home and
He's
got
gonna use
all
that
the
for personal
plants
use.
out.
Oh man, this is already
Psycho.
the most plants I've gotten for a video, and that's not even including this big bag of leftover plants Petco had.
Anyways, I went and put each of the plants in the sand across the tank and filled it up with a bit of water.
So
that way
worth
the
it.
roots of the plants could stay nice and moist while we continued building.
Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part. This vine thing. Let's just put this across.
That just
the
looks like a
branches
long turd.
that, and oh
Yeah.
That is not worth it at all.
Looks like a vine.
Looks like an
next up,
orangutan.
as you can see,
That
I
is
left this
awful.
little area here.
That
empty.
was not worth
That's
20
because I
bucks.
want to build a graveyard here with a ton of skulls
A
and stuff because
graveyard?
apparently piranhas are deadly. So I drove out to buy some.
Dude!
Okay, I'm not pet smart first.
He needs to get a list. Get a list of everything you need so you don't have to keep driving to the store, then back, then to the store, then back.
Adam, has an idea never slapped you in the face? Sometimes you just get ideas and they're random, and then you're like, I guess I gotta go back to Petco. Happens to me at least once a week.
Skull decoration, so I'm gonna get that. Ooh, and they got a tiny little animal skull. I'm definitely gonna get that too.
So I bought those and a couple more decorations with skeletons on them. Then after getting home, I put some of the larger skulls around in the sand. I even replaced some of the
that's
rocks
looking
in the
good.
back of
Halloween
them
is in
so this place would
October,
look
dummy.
extra spooky.
Then with
Oh,
these
Adam,
tiny
'cause
little
they're
skull
skulls,
beads,
'cause the
I'm gonna
piranhas
go and
kill.
paint them around in the sand, just
Oi,
like that.
oi,
And I'm gonna
matey.
sprinkle a little bit of sand on top.
This is not Pirates of the Caribbean. What is he
There we
doing?
go. Check the graveyard out.
I hope the
That's
piranhas
pretty
don't
good.
try to
Bunch
eat
of
it.
Skulls on the floor, all those other big skulls. Yeah, I like it.
And now finally, to finish this tank, we gotta do the
is pretty
DIY
cool.
technologies. And for the
What
first
is
one,
that?
I have one of my coolest ideas ever.
What?
But I had to go buy
Oh
more
my
stuff at the
God!
store.
All right,
No.
so while this
No!
He's actually doing this.
Sorry, I'm returning to my
He's doing this on
basics, don't
purpose
worry.
to make
The
us
reason I'm
mad.
at Walmart is because I gotta get a bunch of food that the piranhas are gonna like.
So I got some beef, sardines, tuna,
Whoa.
and bone broth. And
Wait,
also got
I think
some
I'm a
beef
piranha.
In the Amazon?
Wait, he's feeding them like real high quality beef. Like I don't even buy that for myself.
Wait, what?
And he's buying that for his pet piranhas.
These pet piranhas, they gotta be, you know, the best piranhas of all time.
I want to watch his piranhas eat other fish. I want to watch him eat goldfish. I want to watch him eat Nemo and Dory, and I just want to watch them go to town. That's what I want to see. Or
I
put a
don't know
baby
what
in
you
there.
mean.
Nobody
by that.
knows.
Have we ever seen baby versus 6 piranhas before? I haven't.
Alec, I just looked it up, and piranhas have never recordedly killed a person.
That's what they want you to know.
Weren't you the one that said they're more dangerous than sharks?
That's what I thought, but myth has been busted.
Oh my gosh. Wait, no.
They're scavengers,
Stay.
guys. They eat the remains of animals that
Oh,
other
they're like
things
the
kill.
vultures.
Exactly, guys.
Of
The sea.
water, sea.
See.
Sea vultures.
After food, I just bought into the blender and blended it up.
Oh my
After it
god.
was done, as you can
Yo,
see,
that kinda
it
looks
was
good.
This nasty liquid stuff.
Oh yeah, nasty
But
actually.
anyways, I sucked the liquid up
Is
into
there
the
meat in
syringe
there?
thing and brought it over.
That looks like
to
a
the
strawberry
tank.
banana
This might
smoothie.
seem kind of complex, but it's actually genius. You see, I can basically squirt some of this.
I say that all the
water,
time
and it
to all my
spreads
plants.
the scent around. And what I'm gonna do is attach it to the
Okay.
side of the enclosure, and whenever I want to get the piranhas mad and in hunting mode, I just squirt a little bit of this out the end. And
Hey, yo!
What
the heck?
To the side of it was
This
done.
guy
And now the
loves
next technology is these
his
two
glue
water
gun.
pumps and some bubble walls. I started to set up across the whole back of the tank. You see, right now this stuff does nothing. But once I fill up the entire tank with some cycled water, which took
Okay.
a long time because of how big it was, check out what it can do.
All right, now if I go
Bubbles.
and plug in these pumps,
Bubbles.
as you can see, it
Bubbles.
starts to make bubbles.
Bubbles.
at the
Bubbles.
enclosure.
That is pretty
Garbage.
cool.
Pretty cool.
Shark
Basically,
bait,
this little
hoo-ah.
air pump just blows air into this tube, which goes into there. But what I could actually do is unattach
the-
that and just
What's
blow
that noise?
it. My-
What I can do is unattach that and then put it in my butt.
What the heck?
Then
What?
turn it back on.
No!
Ah, bubbles, bubbles!
Stinky bubbles.
Just keeps farting. A little bit of poop gets in there.
I mean, he did say DIY.
The piranhas turn mutant. They grow legs. They take over the world.
The internet is so lucky I don't have a channel like this.
Myself to make bubbles.
Wow.
Oh!
That's a lot of bubbles.
This guy can blow.
Cool. Anyways, the last technology is this little fish.
No, not Nemo.
Shown this in a video
They're gonna
before.
trick
What I've
the
got is
piranhas.
upgraded version. Yeah, this one's way bigger and way cooler. Which, as you can see, if I just go and put
That is
it
a
in the
big
water
Nemo. It looks like it's
this,
upside
it
down.
starts to swim around like
No.
a normal fish.
I think they're gonna
Yeah,
get
I just
scared
think
of
it'd be
it.
funny if I maybe tested the piranhas to see if they try to eat it or something. Anyways, this tank
What's up
is
with
now
this
complete.
guy?
And speaking of the piranhas, it's time to get them inside.
Oh, yo, I just walked
Oh,
up
gosh,
to
are they all
piranhas.
dead?
They haven't seen me
What
yet.
kind of ritual
Look at
are they
what they're
doing?
They're like hunting around
They're doing
for
a
food
ritual.
right now.
Ooh,
What?
ha,
I'm gonna try
ooh,
my
ha,
best
ha.
to not get bit here. Oh, no.
So I grabbed the temporary tank they were in and brought it over to their new home so I could
All right, guys, let's be honest, okay? Those things are way smaller than I thought piranhas would be. I don't think a bite would even hurt that much. What do you guys think?
It wouldn't, but you gotta remember, piranhas hunt in packs. So there could literally be hundreds, if not thousands of them. And I think it'd be way worse to, like, get attacked by a million tiny bites than one giant bite. You know, a shark can end your life like, dink, overdone, cool. This way, that would just be endless pain and suffering until you die.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I don't want that. I want the one bite. Everybody knows the rules.
scoop them out.
Okay, they definitely look more aggressive than the first time I did this, but I'm just gonna carry.
They're getting
What
hungry.
about them?
One guy
What-
out
what
just
makes
like
them look
that.
aggressive? Am
Oh,
I
shoot,
missing
he's mad,
something?
He's mad, but I'm just gonna put him into the new tank, and there you go. Be free, my friend. New home.
He
So
looks
I did
so
that same
cute.
process with
He
the
does not
other
look
5,
aggressive.
and there we go. The piranhas
They look
were
like-
in their
Gang,
new home.
the boys
They
are
look like
back.
goldfish.
Immediately they packed up like piranhas do.
They're like the
and
popular
looked as though they
kids
were
in high
already
school.
on the hunt for food once again.
Well, these piranhas look pretty hungry, I'm not gonna lie, or maybe piranhas are just always hungry. So now I'm gonna feed them the first of 5 different food sources.
What is he feeding them? It needs to blur that.
Worms?
Number 5 is
Feeding
the
them
hand.
mealworms. If you remember, I had this pipe with the delicious juice inside,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
I
went and
remember.
squirted inside.
How could I
to let
forget?
piranhas know it was feeding time. And as you could guess, they immediately started to go up and eat it, which kind of made a mess. But yeah, they were
That's
loving
like smoking
it.
a
Oh my
vape.
gosh, do you see that?
He,
They're
like,
all
threw it up.
gathering around the little area where I just put it in.
So now that they were ready, I dropped in the mealworms, and one started to sink down. 2
Uh-oh.
of the piranhas
Oh,
noticed
you're
it
dead.
and kinda
You're
took
dead.
nibbles
You're
at
dead.
it.
Oh, they're
But
playing
they
a
were
game
kinda
with
just
them.
playing around with it more
They're
than
just
they were
tasting
actually
it.
eating it. And that same
Mwah.
thing kept happening
Mwah.
to most of mealworms.
Who's a good
but that
little
was
worm?
until I saw
Mwah.
this, where 3 of them took turns devouring
Oh.
it up, and yeah, this one
Oh.
actually got eaten.
Okay, well,
He slurped that up
mealworms,
like
I'm gonna
spaghetti.
give about like a 2 out of 10 on how much the piranhas like them.
But as you can see, second on the list, we're gonna be feeding them crickets.
Now, if you remember at the start, the
Oh my God, they're
piranhas
still
wanted
alive.
nothing to do with the crickets. But let's see how they'll react now that they're in
Uh-oh.
this new tank.
So
They're
I
gonna
dropped in
drown.
just one, and because it was just floating there, I grabbed it with tweezers to show the
poor
piranhas.
guy.
So you can
Oh
see they
my
picked up the
God.
memo that this was alive, and
Yeah.
they sort of started to nibble
Eat
it like
it.
the mealworms. But not even a single
Nice.
piranha actually took a big enough bite to eat this cricket.
Okay, that was pretty bad. The crickets, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10 because the mealworms.
Zero!
at least did
0 out of
some
10.
them. I guess
I'm
these
like
piranhas
no
just don't
longer
really
scared
like
of piranhas.
insects.
I feel like piranhas, they're more friendly than anything else at this point. They get a bad rep.
It's because they're full right now. If they were hungry, they would get you. Which they might be hungry by the time they get to his hand.
They haven't eaten in like days.
I thought piranhas had like British teeth, you know, where it was like, oi, oi, matey, ah.
Like a horse, but sharp.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that piranhas are just cute little cuddly overgrown goldfish, and I think I might buy one. What do you guys think?
I think you definitely could use a friend. I think you should get one.
I know.
You should make one big exhibit with your bearded dragon. Have your bearded dragon on one side and then big water on the other side. Piranhas over there, bearded dragon over there.
And then my bearded dragon could be like the king of the piranhas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea, me. Thanks, me.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Amazon.
That's why I'm gonna rapid fire the next 2 off.
Cheeseburger.
Here you can see I've got salmon and ground beef, which is a lot more smelly. They better like this.
I started by waving the salmon around in the water
Come
until
on.
the piranhas noticed it.
I
And
would
once
take a
few
bite.
Start to come up and nibble it. I accidentally dropped it into the sand where
Oh my God.
He fumbled.
Up. They huddled around it like
Put the
a pack
fries
of
in the bag.
hyenas and started to actually take little chunks out of the
Yo.
piece for
Oh,
them to eat.
okay,
So
this
I
is
did
a
the
little
same thing with
terrifying.
the ground
Ooh.
beef and held it in the water. And this time the piranhas were even more interested, and instantly the entire pack huddled around it and took turns taking their bites.
That's pretty
out of it.
scary.
I even noticed that the scraps of it had fallen onto the floor and were getting surrounded by the piranhas too.
Well, dang, I'm gonna give the salmon an 8 out of 10 and the ground beef a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, they love it.
Oh my God, his hand is next.
For this to actually work, I think he would need an open flesh wound.
What do you mean actually work?
Like for them to start nibbling on it.
That's a good point. Well, because, and also they need to smell the blood, you know? They need to know that until there's any blood, they'll probably just think that his hand is a threat. And I would imagine that they'll just leave him alone.
So what if he put his hand in, but inside of his hand, he had like a little meatball?
Yeah, it could work, probably work.
You're making me hungry, Jack.
I'm getting pretty hungry. These piranhas are eating way better than I normally do.
My hand now. I said I would do it in the intro, so, you know, let's just do it. 3, 2,
I can tell by his hand he's 5'7".
Go, start the timer. Let's see how long I can keep it in here.
Right away, nothing really happened because none of the piranhas were near my hand.
He's
but I
a
knew this
psycho.
was kind of cheating, so I moved my hand.
Oh, here's one comes. Oh my God.
Oh, he's getting scared. No, don't get scared.
I moved it away to avoid
I would be
getting bit.
scared.
So of course, I moved my hand back over to the pack, where some of them definitely.
You should have
got
put his
sorta
mom's
close
hand
to
in there.
biting me,
Well,
but they were
let him
nowhere
bite you,
near as
dude. Come
aggressive as
on.
they were.
Why
That's
would
what we're
you
here
want
for.
that?
Yeah,
It's
don't be
actually
weird.
a common misconception that piranhas are evil
Okay.
towards humans like all the movies say. I found this video where a guy named Coyote Peterson lets a black widow crawl all over his arm. Watching this made me
Ew.
think that maybe black widows weren't as vicious as I thought, and maybe I could keep one as a
Oh my
pet.
God, it's
reason,
gross.
I thought they were bigger.
Website that'll sell me just that.
40 bucks, that's it.
Sell these as pets, bro. I don't know. Let me just add this to
He's
the
in the
cart.
And
dark
thanks
web.
to the one-day delivery, literally the next day, I
What?
opened up my door to the package.
I wonder who is like collecting these black widows to sell them, you know? They gotta be some messed up creature out there that's just out there in the wild. Ooh, I got another one. I got another one. They must have gotten bit like 1,000 times.
There's probably somebody that like has a farm. Like, you know, in Minecraft, you could create like a farm for different things. Somebody probably has a black widow farm where they're breeding these and then selling them for profit.
That makes way more
$40.
sense.
$40. $40.
Up my door to the package.
Okay, there we go. I guess this should be the Black Widow. And I genuinely think this is the most venomous
Live
pet I've kept
animal.
on the channel. But anyways, let's go open this up.
So I brought it to my table and opened the package up. After carefully taking out the packing material, I then took out the container that had a black
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Here it is, a literal black widow.
Oh,
But I did just
God.
figure something out
Thank God he
because
labeled it.
Apparently, I didn't order
Black.
If you look down at this box,
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
yeah, apparently I
What?
accidentally placed the order for a 3-pack, so now I have
Oh.
3.
$40.
But I wanted to take a closer look, so I opened up a container to let a spider out. And I guess it was a bit
God.
busy because instantly it fell on its back to reveal that.
Whoa, okay. So it's mainly black, but then it has like the red hourglass, which is how you know it's a black widow, right?
Yeah. You have to look at its belly. That's right.
I don't know. I'm not a spider expert.
No, I do know that because there's a lot of them in our area, actually. I was doing a school project once where I had to build something out of wood, and I gathered some, and a black widow was crawling on me. Very scary.
Do you know, was it a male or a female?
It was a female.
Oh my.
No, because I started poking it with the stick to see, and it did have like the red thing on the bottom.
Because only the females are deadly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This one even knows jujitsu, so this one's like double deadly.
He's
That
ready
is
to
true.
roll.
And if you get bit by it, you turn into Spider-Man?
No, that's not real.
A different
That's
type?
not how it
Okay.
works.
Iconic red hourglass shape, which warns you that this spider is nothing to mess around
my
with.
gosh.
It has a potent bite.
Those fangs.
Shoot, it's trying to escape.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Okay.
Nice.
I gotta be more careful with these things, man.
But these 3 spiders aren't gonna spin webs in these tiny containers. They were gonna need a proper enclosure, which I needed to build by first covering
Sticky
a bunch of spray foam
There it
with dirt
is.
and wood chip stuff to make the background.
There we
But
go,
in the middle,
baby.
I put
This
in
is
this
my
rock
favorite part.
background and spray foamed normal rocks to it. You see, I'm gonna separate the enclosure into a forest, a cave, and a home interior to see
like
where
Minecraft
black widows
biomes.
like to make webs and hunt the most. For the home interior part, I
Wow.
got a piece of styrofoam and painted a brick pattern onto it to, you know, make it look like
Oh,
a brick
cool.
wall like a lot of homes have.
They'll never
So I
know.
That's pretty
spray
cool.
foamed that in, and the background was now complete.
And now we gotta do the web building bases. Basically what that means is we just put sticks and stuff so the spiders can spin their webs in here.
To start, I'm gonna lay down a
Very
simple
smart.
substrate across the entire enclosure that I'll be able to customize to each environment. But first of all, the forest, and as I'm sure you can imagine, we're gonna put some wood in here, just enough on the 2 sides for a solid
Oh.
web to be made in between.
Do you think, since he's got a 3-pack, do you think that they'll like respectively have their own section? Like maybe the Black Widows have 3 different personalities.
It could happen, and if they're like territorial, then they're not going to want to make a base near each other, so that definitely could happen.
I think the only time where they might fight each other is over some food. But I think for the most part, black widows are pretty shy. Like, they're not very aggressive unless they have to be.
Just like me.
And then I'm even gonna glue some moss coming down from the ends of the branches so it sort of looks like leaves on a tree.
And then I'm gonna get this bag of leaves that I bought. And don't ask me why I didn't just pick them up
Yeah,
from
what?
outside. I don't know why I bought these.
But anyways, with those, I scattered them along the bottom, so it looked like a forest floor with all the fallen leaves everywhere. And last but not least, I got some tiny rocks and scattered them around too. Just a few, because I gotta save most for the cave. And speaking of the cave, we're gonna start right away by laying down some rocks, because that's pretty much
cool.
all they got. But as you can see in this photo, there's actually a bunch of these pointy rocks called stalagmites. And I think they would work perfectly in my enclosure, so let me get some.
All right, so I've got a big rock
Walmart?
and a hammer right there. So I guess let me just try to carve some
This
of those
is DIY,
stalagmites
baby.
out of this. So I guess I'm just
Whoa.
going to try and hit it. I don't really know if this is going to
Oh,
work,
cool.
but we're going to break.
What do you think his mom thinks he's doing in his room when she just hears...
She knows exactly what he's doing. He's building another enclosure. He does this at least once a week.
Okay, what did your mom think, Alec, when you were in high school and you were banging on rocks?
Alec was banging his desk from Fortnite.
That's true.
Next question.
After a bit of hitting, I got a few pieces that when connected sorta looked like stalagmites, so I went and attached them together with spray
7 out of 10.
And then using more
There we
spray
go.
foam,
That does
I
not
stuck them
look
all
like
in
a
place, pointing up
stalactite.
in the cave
DIY
section of the enclosure.
stalagmite.
Finally, I went and sprinkled some normal colored rocks around and then some different colored rocks around because, yeah, we literally just put rocks everywhere for this section.
Do you think he found those rocks or he also ordered those rocks?
He definitely ordered those rocks.
Probably ordered them from Walmart.
Some dude is making bank off Terra Green, just buying leaves and rocks.
I thought that Black Widows only lived like in wooded areas. So I'd be surprised if any of them actually end up making base camp in this middle section. My bet is all three are actually going to go to the left.
Definitely are going to go into a cave because they like dark, scary areas.
Yeah, I would go cave all day.
But
No,
probably
no. That's not because
the
look,
brick.
they hunt insects, and there's not that many insects in caves. But like in a forest, that's where they.
There's so many insects in caves. Are you serious?
There's
yes.
so many. Have you ever been in a cave? Clearly not.
There's spiders, there's ants.
There are. I'm not saying there's zero, but compared to a forest, that's where all the insects are. All the insects are in forests.
They're underground, Alec. They're underground. They're little creepy crawlies for a reason. They're crawling around in the caves.
Yeah, but that's not what spiders hunt. They hunt like flies.
Sometimes. They'll probably hunt
Grasshoppers. All right, watch. We'll find out.
Yeah, let's
even
find out
eat
real
their
quick.
own
Let's
kind.
watch. Let's find out.
These guys know
Once the
nothing about
spray foam
spiders.
dries, I'm gonna go in and paint it, but for now, let's work on the home interior section. And to start,
What is he
I've
gonna
got
put
this
in there?
target, like,
He's good-
material, which
okay.
I'm gonna cut out to shape. And then
Oh.
I'm just gonna go.
He's
and
making
put
it
in
homey.
there, and boom.
He's
Now, I
getting
need
too
to get
creative
some
with these
mini-
videos.
Okay, I will say if any Black Widow does make base in the home, that is terrifying for me because that means that Black Widows would make base in our homes, which I would not want that.
That is true.
Any home furniture
I don't
in
think they
here
will.
that the spider will be able to spin his webs from.
My only idea for how I can get that is to build it with some Legos. So yeah. let's get going,
Oh,
baby.
cool.
First of all, using
He's having
black
too much
bricks,
fun in these
them up
videos,
into
man.
this
Yeah.
little lampshade thing. Then with some red bricks, I made a tiny little couch. Now a chair made of brown bricks. Finally, I just took the rest of my bricks to make a randomly color assorted red and white shelf. Yeah, I'm a master builder, as you can tell. Anyways, I went and put each of those inside and even got some little dollhouse
what?
furniture to fill in
This
the
is
dead
so
space,
cool.
and boom, shakalaka.
Terry
That's
Green,
I
what are we
call a
doing here?
home house
It looks
interior.
awesome.
I know a lot of Black Widows love to live inside houses, so one of them should definitely like this place.
But the next step on the list is to get some plants, like always. So you already know. Let's go to the plant store.
First of all, I went to Walmart and just got a couple tiny plants for the forest section of the enclosure, but then I also drove to Home Depot, which I knew would have a slightly larger selection.
And basically here, I want to get something that's gonna work for the cave, and ooh, something like this
Plant.
actually could work as
Only
like
15
sleeping bags
billies?
or something. That'll actually
Plant.
work perfect.
Then finally, I went to Office Max.
Now you might be
what?
wondering what plants I'm gonna
He's
get
buying a
out of
TV
Office
so they can
Max,
watch
But
a
actually, I'm
printer?
not even getting any plants. I'm actually gonna be printing out some pictures to put as paintings in the house interior. Oh yeah.
This is making me so mad. Bro buys leaves. He buys rocks.
But he can't buy a printer? He's gonna go to Office Depot Max to print out the paper? What is his thought process?
He's got a print, Adam. Some people don't have printers.
He can't buy a printer, he buys rocks and leaves?
Printers are like $200 these days, Adam. He's got to save the budget for leaves and plants. Plants are expensive, Adam.
Okay.
This is Terra Green, Adam. This isn't Terra Print.
He's still spending money on plants because paper is a tree.
Yeah, Adam, you rapscallion.
Alec, you owe me one smack later. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what kind of pictures he's gonna print. Maybe
When I
Spider-Man?
got home, I first put the two
Wait, were
land
they all
plants
AI?
in the
Dude, what
forest
was
section,
that?
which, as you can see, I ended up getting a beautiful red plant to match the
Ooh,
red on
that's
Black
so cool.
Widows.
It
Then
looks
I
like
took apart the
Spider-Man.
plant from Home Depot and glued the vines coming down from
That's
the top
cool.
of the cave section. Finally,
Now
I
we're
glued some more
talking.
moss all along the forest section because I felt like it wasn't green enough. And then I added a bit of this dead type of fern moss along parts of the cave because I felt like it matched pretty well.
Oh, and I almost forgot the most important
Wow.
part: the stupid AI-generated pictures for the house interior.
So I cut them out and glued them alongside.
Dude, he
of
only
the
printed
brick
out
wall.
one
There
piece
were
of
many
paper.
Great works of
He
art,
made a
like
spider
Black Widow
butterfly?
flying in the sky with wings, a Black
That
Widow
is
dancing
crazy.
in a disco room,
I hope
and
that
a
never
Black Widow
exists.
eating a male after mating. Which yes,
Oh,
they actually
I was gonna
are
say.
wild.
That's what they do. That's why they got their name, Black Widow.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of spiders that do that, where they'll breed and then the female will then eat the male.
Yeah, and the males are usually a lot smaller than the females.
The females got that. Yabba dabba do.
What?
Wild black widows are actually cannibals towards other female black widows, which means my 3 black widows cannot be able to access each other, or, you know, they'd probably eat each other.
So I've got these acrylic sheets, which should act as good separators.
That makes way more sense
So
now.
I went and measured them to size, and
That's
then cut
kind of
them
lame.
out.
I want to
There we
see
go.
them
That fits
fight.
perfectly.
I want to see a
Now,
cat
last
fight
but not
now.
least, I'm gonna put in one of these reptile foggers.
Basically, when you turn this dial, it spits a bunch of fog out the end of this tube. Black widows love a high humidity to make their webs, so this should encourage them to
vaping.
do that quickly. And while I would say this enclosure is now 100% complete, but that does mean
These are teenage black widows.
They can't help themselves.
Which one's your favorite? Which of these 3 is your favorite? I think I like the middle one.
Dude, the left 2 are like very cool. What is going on with the right section? That was a miss.
Yeah, he tried something different. Usually he knocks it out of the park with these enclosures, but I honestly think that the spider might like the one on the right the most.
How are we ever even
Why?
really going to know? Like, we can't interview them. Excuse me, Miss Black Widow. How was your experience in this Lego enclosure? You know?
It was nice. It was fun. We'll be able to base it based on how much they move around and how big their webs are.
That's true.
Okay.
I'll be keeping an eye on that. Badunka-dunka-dunka-dunka-dunka.
Huh?
widows loose in here, which I'm kind of scared to do, but let's just do it.
And as you can see, I've got the 3 black widows in their
I'd be
own
so
little
scared to touch
containers.
them.
So I've got the first one. Let's let this guy loose into the forest. Then I'm gonna put the second one into the cave.
Can they
section.
jump? I feel like it's about
Then
to jump.
finally, the third
Only
black
jumping
widow
spiders
in
can
the
jump.
interior
Ew.
section.
And while all the spiders were now in their new home, I took an interest to the one in the forest area. You see, this one immediately started to crawl all around her new home and even made her way up to the roof of the enclosure. There on
that's
the roof, you
scary.
can see she started to walk around with a little strand of
looking
silk
for
coming out
escape
the end of the
exits.
abdomen.
she's
She
making
was
the webs.
already building a web. Spiders, of course, do this to catch prey, and black widows in specific have some of the strongest silk out of any spider, which is somehow produced in these little silk glands that they have. Anyways,
That's
I left
so
the
cool.
black widow to continue with that, and the next day I came back and opened up the top of the enclosure. You could see the area
careful.
where she was constructing the
Oh
web,
my
and
God.
now she was hiding in this
That is
For
terrifying.
building this enclosure, I built all this forest area just for the spider to make her web right in this little area.
So wait a second, you're telling me that there's a small chance that they could escape this enclosure? Like imagine you have 3 black widows and you go and check it out and all 3 are disappeared. They're gone.
Burn the
what
house,
do you do?
get the insurance.
Especially if they lay eggs, because I think that they lay like 100 eggs at once. And then you have a real big problem.
Well, you have a bunch of tiny problems.
Well, at least she has something, because that means now I can try and feed her a bunch of different types of food
Here we
to
go.
see which they like the most. Starting with
Lunchtime.
Now, I wanted to start small, and as you can see, these mealworms I bought are absolutely minuscule. They're barely the size of the tip of my finger, but hopefully the spider will still like them. Using some tweezers, I dropped a mealworm
That thing's
straight
still
into
huge
the spider's
compared
web,
to the
and
spider.
immediately it started to
You've
swarm
been
around
caught.
to try and escape. But spider webs are specifically designed to keep little insects like this stuck in them. All the wiggling around made the black widow come awake, and soon it even crawled
looks
out,
so scary.
only to
like an alien.
walk
Why
right
is it
by
not
the
attacking?
mealworm and run away. In fact, this black widow tried to make a grand escape and even webbed it down the side of my table onto the floor.
Oh, no. It's on the floor. Do not go under the table. Do not go under the table.
Anyways, I ended up scooping it into a container.
he not
where
more
I then dropped
terrified?
another mealworm in front of him, and once again, he didn't want to eat it.
Wow.
It's too
I wonder
big.
why not.
This black widow's not trying to eat any mealworms, so instead I've got a bag of some tiny little crickets.
And
It'll
these I'm
definitely
gonna
eat
feed
that.
the
Better.
second black widow in the cave area. Now, if you remember,
One thing that's pretty creepy about spiders too is after they wrap them up, they inject their prey with a venom that paralyzes them, but the prey is still alive. It just can't move. So it's like it still functions and thinks. And then what the spiders do is they sink their fangs into the prey and then they just suck its blood and its guts. They just suck it all out. They don't actually like eat it and chew it. It's really gross.
You're telling me they suck it up like a go-go squeeze?
Pretty much. Well, the venom also turns all of its insides into go-go squeeze.
Yes,
and then
it
they suck
liquefies
it.
the insides.
Yeah.
I put this spider in the enclosure on this little plastic lid where I already had a web. And since putting it in 2 days ago, it still hasn't moved
Oh, God.
at all. It
What?
might be dead, actually. But
No.
anyways, I put in some crickets to see if it would eat. And literally right away, one of the crickets jumped towards the spider and
Oh, it
showed
moved.
him
Alive.
awake, which I guess
Dang.
was a good sign because
So
the spider
big.
was now finally moving. But when I tried to bring the cricket back, it scared the spider and it ran away into the the
They're
cave.
so shy.
I almost lost track of the spider until I came across her again on top of the enclosure where she had somehow
They keep
escaped to. I
escaping.
tried to feed her a cricket once again.
Is anybody getting a little bit like weirded out by how casual he is about the Black Widow spider, one of the deadliest spiders of all time, escaping? It could kill him.
Well, he's a trained professional, Jack. Normies like me and you would definitely be freaking out, but he's a trained professional and does this every single day.
Okay.
Black market.
But she just was not having it, so I scooped her back into the plastic container.
Well, it looks like this Black Widow is also not eating, which usually would mean I would go test the third and final food source, which was gonna be just crickets, but a bit bigger. But I kind of have bad news because I don't really have a spider to feed these to.
Yes, you heard that right. Since putting the third spider into the house interior section 2 days ago, I haven't seen it. It literally escaped my enclosure.
Are you kidding me?
Every one of them escaped!
But I also had 2 more that weren't eating.
This
How's he not freaked
the
out?
worst idea I've had for a video. Like pet Black Widow. Like what am I thinking? One is escaped and is literally crawling around my garage. There's only one way I can make
Burn
this
down
up
the
for
house.
content. I gotta let the Black Widow crawl on my arm, just like I saw Coyote Peter do at the start.
No, you don't.
So-
No, you
You don't
don't.
have to do that.
Black Widow's venom is 15 times more deadly than a rattlesnake. If that thing bites you, you're paralyzed.
Where did you come up with that stat?
It's true. I saw it on Animal Planet.
Okay.
15 times?
15 times, yeah. And a rattlesnake is pretty bad.
They're much bigger too.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex fact checking.
Fact check.
Statistics show it's actually only 13.5 times.
Come on, 15 times.
Black Widow venom is significantly more potent than a rattlesnake venom, but rattlesnake inject a larger quantity, making their bites potentially more dangerous.
Got him.
However, Black Widow venom is reportedly 15 times more toxic than rattlesnake venom.
For the win. And Alex
It's
looks
just-
like his little baby back.
The difference is the amount of venom that is injected, because Black Widows can only inject a teeny tiny amount, but rattlesnakes inject like a bunch.
Yeah, we
and
got
so
it.
rattlesnakes are actually more potent.
We got to combine them together, and then they'll be the deadliest creature of all time.
Get my mom in here. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
All right, I'm bringing
Do you
in
think
here
she
today 'cause
knows
I got a
about the Black Widow
job
mission?
for you. As you know, I always keep the weirdest pets.
I think she's about
Can
to
you guess
learn.
what pet's in here based off the decorations?
Oh my gosh. Is it a Black Widow?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a Black Widow.
How did she
No, it's
know?
not.
Yeah,
There's
you see the
3
painting on the
pictures.
wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex.
Black Widow. Isn't that cool?
No.
Why? Okay, I got them onto this little tray
Oh.
for you.
Wait,
Basically, you can see it right there. What
That's
do
what
you
he's about to climb on the mom's hand?
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
a
wouldn't
he's a
keep that as
crazy
pet.
boy.
Why? It's cute. Well, I did say I have a job for you, so can you hold the camera?
Oh, my
Don't
God.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dog can put this on me.
This is terrifying.
Hold the camera. All right, as you see, we got the Black Widow in a nice little clear container.
Don't
And
do
I'm
it.
just gonna start by literally putting it on my sleeve like this until it
Okay,
crawls
the
out.
sleeve
See,
is
the
safe.
plan is to have it crawl onto my
Not if it
sleeve,
crawls
and then
under the
from
sleeve.
there, it'll crawl onto my hand. So I basically just waited until it started to crawl out.
I'm not scared. You are.
Super calm right now.
But
you
as
think
you
he
could
has
have guessed,
anti-venom?
of course things went wrong. Because as you can see, it just
Oh.
started to grasp onto the edge of the container
They're
and
so
not let
shy.
go at all. I was probably making it pretty mad, so I
Yeah.
quickly transferred it to a piece of cardboard.
Okay, so I decided to just put them onto a piece of cardboard, and I'll let them crawl out here.
And after gathering together a bunch
Oh,
of courage,
gosh.
I just moved the cardboard in front of my hand to let it happen.
Okay, I'm gonna do it in 3, 2.
Oh, my God.
Father, Jesus, please.
His mom is so nice.
And 3, 2, 1, bite! Dude, my heart's pumping. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. He's a psycho.
That was so
That could go 10 times wrong.
How did you feel doing that?
The heart was going 500 beats a second.
Her
Well,
heart's
there you
beating
have it.
faster than
Probably the
his.
stupidest pet
That's
I've
terrifying.
ever kept. But hey, at least it's gonna be an interesting addition to my collection. Bugs are tiny parasites that hide in your bed and suck your blood while you sleep. But I've
Alex
been on
knows
a
all
mission
about
to
it.
find the weirdest pet, and well, I just found a website that will literally sell you
No.
10
What?
bed
No.
bugs.
Now, I don't think these are meant to be kept as pets, but hey, $20.
Wait,
Go wrong.
$2 per bed bug? Wait, Adam, you could be rich. We could start a business. We could easily be multimillionaires by next week.
No, actually, we gotta start sleeping in the same bed and combine our bed bugs together and start selling it for 20 bucks a pop.
Oh
Do
my
not buy bed bugs.
God.
Do not buy bed bugs, please.
We're not buying, we're selling them, Jack. They're $2 each, and then me and Adam together. Come on.
There's a business there. I mean, someone's buying them.
They're not as bad as they seem, guys. They're actually really fun and awesome.
Half the time, I think it's a bed bug biting me, and it's Alex.
Beck Bro bed bugs.
Let's just buy these.
So in this video, I'm gonna build a home for them, document exactly what it's like to have bed bugs as pets, and literally feed them my own blood at the end of the video.
That's
yes,
gross.
I'm
Why?
not kidding. I don't know why I'm gonna do
got
this to
something wrong with
myself. Anyways, until the bed bugs got delivered, I got at an enclosure to build their home.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's no documented case of anyone keeping bed bugs as a pet. So I figured
Other than
out
Alec,
what they
no.
need myself.
He has to put a
All
mattress in
splash
there.
for
I
the
mean,
bed
come
bugs.
They're not that
Anyways,
bad.
first
They're
up,
really
I
not
started
that
to pour
bad.
some coconut fiber dirt into the enclosure.
Wait, why is he putting coconut fiber dirt and not a bed in there?
That's what I'm
Am I
saying.
missing something?
How you not gonna put a bed in the enclosure for bed bugs? Come on, that was too easy.
No, Adam. He's gonna put a bed in there, obviously, but you know best that the mixture of dirt and bed equals reproductive grounds for the bed bugs.
Enclosure for step number 1, the floor. You see, for most of the floor, we want to use this dirt material, but that's not
Okay.
it. We actually want to pour a layer of sand on top of it, just like this. You see, I'm doing this because bed bugs would be almost impossible to spot if they were just on dirt, but on the sand, I should be able to see them perfectly.
And I
That's a
really
good
gotta
idea.
make sure I
Same
keep
thing with
track of
Alex's
every
mom in
bed
the summer.
bug, because if they escape, let's just say I'm not gonna be sleeping too well.
Stop talking about my mom.
Anyways, I finished off the floor by creating some little sand mounds in the back that I would soon be able to cover in decorations. And speaking of decorations, for step number 2, we're gonna put in the natural decorations.
Walmart,
For those, I got out some simple stuff like cork bark, spider wood,
never
and some
mind.
gray stones, and strategically placed them around in the sand. I
So
even stacked a few
strategic.
pieces of wood in this corner.
Where
and
is the
covered
bed?
top in some moss to make it look like a tree. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm an expert designer, as you could tell.
And all this stuff is gonna be
10 out of
perfect
10.
because bed bugs like to hide under tight little spaces, just like these.
Which is also why
They
like to hide
also
under mattresses.
like to hide in butt cracks.
Yeah, he said tight little spaces. Everyone understood.
Wait, so what's the difference between a bed bug and a termite? I feel like they might be long lost cousins.
Termites live in wood, dude. Are you serious? What a crazy, stupid question.
Jack, are you dumb, person?
Yeah, it's pretty cozy under there.
To finish off the natural decorations, I planted a bit more moss around just to add some more color and bring the whole thing to life. All right, now for the next step, it's time for the artificial decorations.
And basically what that means is I literally want to build a mini bed from scratch.
There we go. Okay.
Bingo.
I was about to unsub if you didn't do
Try to
that.
hide
There it
all
is.
Natural decorations, or if they really just love beds.
So I drove out to Walmart to grab some supplies.
Okay, so basically the plan is this. I'm gonna buy some fabric, and then I'm gonna fill that fabric with cotton. Then I'm gonna sew the ends of it together, and probably it'll look something like a bed. But
If Terra Green was a real one, he would actually build the entire enclosure on his bed. That would be cool.
That sounds painful.
It's not as bad as it seems. I don't know why they get such a bad rap.
It's just itchy
Like-
at first.
They suck your blood. It's basically like unleashing a bunch of mosquitoes in your room at night. Who in their right mind would do that?
It's nice to itch them. Like, itching feels good.
It promotes blood
You
flow,
know?
Jack. It's natural.
You can't be serious right now. Say cap.
I'm capping.
Yeah, I'm capping.
I don't know if it's actually gonna
I
work
hate the bed
because
bugs that are in my bed.
properly sewed before.
Walmart.
Anyways, I grabbed all the
I
materials
love Walmart.
needed and
Not sponsored.
drove home.
So anyways, like I was saying at Walmart, we first just put down the fabric like this. And I said I was gonna use
if
cotton,
they're
but
gonna like that
I found
material.
something that would work even better, which is this giant like foam board.
And so with that
Ooh.
foam,
Cool.
I cut out a
Ooh,
bed
a
shape,
mattress
then cut
pad.
the fabric and got to sewing.
does look
Honestly,
comfy.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of just threading the string through randomly, and it ended up looking pretty trash. And eventually the string came apart.
like a
so I
sponge.
decided I would
gosh.
just do it the old-fashioned
Terra
way
Green.
with some tape, and in no time it
That's
was
how I
done.
wrap my
Now, of
presents.
course, I'm gonna put this in the middle of the enclosure, but that's not all I'm gonna do. You see, the reason bed bugs love mattresses so much is because
Yeah?
they smell like humans. So basically, what I need to do is make the
Alec.
mattress smell
Alec.
like me, and I have the.
I don't
perfect
smell
idea
like
for how to
human.
do that.
So I got out my bike
doesn't, I can
helmet,
confirm
lined
that.
You
a
smell like
little
a stinky
towel
human.
rag along the front of it, put it on, and started to go for a bike ride.
So basically, I'm just gonna ride around for like 20 or 30
Dude,
minutes.
wait,
and
Terra
that
Green
towel
goes
I put in my
outside?
Helmet should
He doesn't just go to
absorb all the
Walmart?
Sweat, and then I could just basically squeeze it on that little mini mattress. Yeah, I'm a genius, I know.
So I went on my
Okay,
little
how much
ride
you
up
think you're
and-
selling that for?
What?
What?
How much you think you're selling that rag for?
Why would he sell the rag? I thought he's going to use it on the bed bugs.
Yeah, but afterwards.
Why is he selling it?
What are you talking about?
Are you making an offer?
Yes, that's what I was getting at. $50.
Wait, for your
Anyone
bed
else?
bugs?
For a sweaty rag.
I don't know why he needs to go around the block in a bike. Like, I'm constantly sweating. I'm literally, like, I can produce a towel's worth of sweat right now.
Oh, thank God we changed the subject. Thanks, Adam.
Okay, if you guys don't have bed bugs, I'm going to buy bed bugs and I'm going to put them in your room. Because you guys are weird.
Yeah,
and down.
$2 a
When I
bed
got
bug. Have
home, I
fun.
took the rag off
You don't
my
got that
helmet
type of
to
dough,
see if
Jack.
it would work.
Okay, I think there's like a solid amount of sweat on this, so I guess let me just go and try and squeeze it on top of this. Come on, just get a little bit of sweat
No.
out. Oh, shoot.
There's
this
absolutely
is
no
cap.
Amount
way.
of sweat. Dang, wait.
That is-
Okay,
That's
gonna-
gross.
That's
I'm not-
no.
That is so gross. That is so gross.
Hey, this should
way.
smell
That
like-
That is a lot of
Now that the
sweat.
mattress is done,
Disgusting.
It's time to move on to the
That is-
final
There's no
step,
way that's
which is
real.
a DIY.
It looked
Yuck.
dry.
There
Now
is
you
no
see,
way.
bed bugs are attracted to an air molecule called CO2 because it's the same molecule that humans breathe out.
And since
Carbon
bed bugs love that
monoxide?
smell so much, I'm gonna build my own custom
Dioxide,
CO2
I mean.
emitter right there, and then I'll test to see if the bed bugs like go flock towards the smell. I don't know. It'll be cool though.
Now to make a CO2 emitter, you first got to gotta get out a nice large soda bottle and pour all the soda out. Well, technically you don't have to pour it out. It's just not healthy to drink that much soda.
He's pouring them out for the
That's why I'm
homies.
pouring it out. Anyways, then you get the empty soda bottle and fill it up with some special ingredients. First, we fill it up almost entirely with water and then add like 2 cups of sugar. And then the final step is to add some yeast in here, which is the same
Why
thing
not
you
just get a
use
big
to
water
bake
bottle?
bread.
Basically, all those ingredients I just added are gonna react and do some science, and basically, out the end of this tube that I attached, a bunch of CO2 is just gonna come out, and yeah, I'm just gonna see if the bed bugs go.
Bro became a
smell it or
scientist.
something. I don't know.
Well, the bedbug enclosure is...
He could have easily just hired someone off Craigslist, just start blowing on that thing.
Guys, we should start a YouTube channel where we get insects that nobody likes, like bed bugs, and then build them an entire enclosure and then never feed them.
Oh, like torture
You
them.
lost me on that last part.
Like we torture them because people hate them.
Yeah, we can change the end, put only nitrogen in there.
Why? What are we doing this for?
Because it's funny. And they'll...
Something's wrong with Alec today.
Alec might actually have bed bugs. I think he actually got like half of his blood sucked out of him today from the bed bugs, and then his brain cells are dying.
He's gonna be added to another watch list by the FBI.
now finished, and that means it's time to add those nasty creatures inside and be the first person to have pet bed bugs.
Don't sound so
don't
excited
see
about
this
it.
going
Terry.
well.
They are the bed bugs.
He's so
They-
giddy
Do you
about
guys
it.
do you guys remember when he got the Black Widow spiders and he got 3 of them and then one of them escaped and he was very chill about it?
Yep.
That same thing could happen with these bed bugs and they could multiply in his house. And he lives with his mom, so his mom could get bed bugs. And I wouldn't want to have that if I was his mom.
He doesn't have bed bugs.
She might get bed bugs now because he doesn't necessarily care about some animals escaping. He already has 1 Black Widow on the loose and he might have some bed bugs running around now.
Maybe he's like secretly into it though. You know?
that's
Maybe
nature,
that's what he
baby.
likes.
He's a bug man.
Tarzan did it.
I mean, people use it all
Tarzan
the
is a
time. It's just called
fictional
living in
creature.
nature.
Bugs, they literally just got delivered, so thankfully they weren't sitting in the snow too long. But as you guys know, I'm not exactly too thrilled to
they're
be
all
keeping
frozen.
these as a pet because, like I said, I'm literally going to let them be sucking the blood out of my arm.
Dude, he's way too into
Why do
this.
man?
Gosh,
Let me just get them in the
You're
enclosure I
sucking
built
me.
for them.
So I brought them to my table, cut the tape, and lifted the flaps.
Oh my! What? I think they're inside of this thing in here. Okay,
That's
I guess
really
let me
cool
just get
wrapping.
this out, and bro, genuinely, if these things escape, my mom is going to be so mad.
Speaking of escape, you might be wondering, how will I prevent them from escaping, considering the enclosure I made literally doesn't have a roof? Well,
I feel like they're good
forgot,
at jumping.
one important step, escape-proofing the enclosure.
Thank you,
But don't worry,
finally.
because I've kept ants before, and I actually got this special serum for the ants that prevents them from escaping, and I'm just hoping that'll do
Hard
the same
heel
for the
ants.
bedbugs.
Basically, you just get out a little cotton ball, put some of the special serum on the end, and rub it in along the top edges of the...
Would you guys trust that? Or would you just go out and buy a top for this thing?
I think I like the poison syrup better.
Yeah, I think that's better too because even a top, like I feel like it'd have to be like suction sealed because the bedbugs are so tiny that even with a lid, it still might be able to weasel its way out of there. But this is very effective. This is very effective. I forget what bug it is, but there's one bug that you can do with like a crayon. You just draw a circle around it and then it won't go away. It might even be a frog. I think it might be a frog.
I think I saw that with an ant.
See? Yeah, like that's a thing. Like insects, there's some things that they just will not cross no matter what.
I'm gonna try and draw a circle around your mom. See if it traps her in there.
It's like the water bear from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Gonna be a big circle.
Enclosure.
All right, now even if the
Nah, I'm
bedbugs
kidding,
are
Mom.
able
I'm
to
just
climb the
kidding.
glass,
I'm
they're gonna
joking,
climb
Mom.
Up, and then they're gonna get to this stuff, and basically it's just super slippery, so they're just gonna slide right off. And then
Oh, okay.
finally, I'm just gonna put this top on it.
It looks
just
kinda
like
ugly.
That won't actually do anything because these holes are pretty sure too big. Yeah, the bugs could probably just fit through it, but
Oh,
whatever.
God.
Anyways, I got out the jar of bed
Here we
bugs,
go.
opened the top of it, and dumped about half of the...
I need to meet the guy that collected these and put them in a jar and send them to him. Like, that's where the video needs to go. I would watch him just collect bed bugs.
If I had to guess, they're probably selling them as like food for some other animal, right? Like there's no way that people are just buying bed bugs for fun. I mean, it's a good prank, don't get me wrong. If you want to prank your buddies, I don't recommend. That's a bad idea, guys. Bad idea.
That's so weird to buy them like as a pet. I would
Everybody
do that.
knows once you get bed bugs, you got to burn down your house. That's just a general rule. I read it in the
Yeah.
Bible one time. But yeah, I think that they're probably just selling them like as food for other insects or lizards or frogs.
They don't even taste that bad, so I get it.
Okay, you don't have bed bugs. Shut up.
Side of the enclosure. Immediately, one of the bed bugs
I really
started
hope
to
that's not in
scurry
your
around
bed.
his new home looking for cover
I
and went
checked.
straight into a dark spot under the nearest rock.
It's so
but a few
flat.
seconds later, I saw this bed bug and he
That's what
actually
he said.
ran straight over over to the little bed mattress I had made. And
Oh,
after
there we
crawling
go.
on it for a minute,
That bed
he
is
set up
huge.
camp in a little piece of cork bark right next to it. I guess the fact that I had made the mattress smell just like me was working really well, because over the next minute, I saw 2 more of the bed bugs just chilling on the mattress too.
Dang, that's actually cool how they all just went onto this little mini mattress I made instead of all the other decorations. But to be honest, I've kind of already lost track of every single one I put in. Yeah, they're just so small.
But the reason bed bugs are so small is so they can go undetected while hiding in people's beds. And when they find a victim to suck the blood of, they can literally get more than double in size with how much they
I also read that they only come out at night so that you don't even know you're getting sucked until you wake up in the morning.
Where do they go in the daytime?
They hide in crevices and cracks so that you can't find them. That's why once you get bed bugs, you have to get rid of your mattress and all of your bedding, and some people burn down their houses.
No, no one does that. That's crazy.
That is a horror movie. If you're shrunken down into bed bug size, that is literally a horror movie.
Surely you could just spray your bed with something, like
like the slippery stuff
or pesticide.
Instead of getting rid of his mattress, Alec would just like douse himself in the slippery stuff so the bed bugs couldn't get him.
Yeah. Or I spray myself with the bug spray. Get off me, bugs!
He'd be like, I'm good for a month. They'll probably die off.
Yeah, they'll have nothing to eat and then they all die.
Let them run in their course.
You're telling me that instead of getting rid of your bed, you would rather spray yourself with off insect repellent every single night before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, bed bugs are nocturnal because obviously they feed on people at night. So in order to get them to suck my arm, I'm gonna bring my mom in here at night, show my new pet to her, and then get her to film me getting bit. This is not gonna be fun, but let's just go cut to then.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Mom, you can come in.
At night.
Mom, check your bed, Mom.
Hat you got on. Where'd you
She
get
has such
that?
cool merch.
Oh, that's cool.
Go ahead, Mom.
Come in anyways. The reason
She
I
looks
brought
like she
you
could be
here,
14 or
you haven't
40.
seen my new pet, but basically, I have another new pet to show you. Yeah, so basically, just a channel tradition. You have to guess what pet is in there based on the stuff.
I'm gonna guess. I'm thinking a spider.
A spider?
A spider.
Well, don't get mad at me, seriously. It's bed bugs.
No, it's not, dude.
Yes, it's pet bed bugs. That's
No,
funny.
That's not cool.
It's pretty funny. Okay.
No, dude.
Okay, so to attract the bed bugs, I built this little contraption. Basically,
There's no way that this contraption works, right?
I'm pretty excited to see. I mean, he did the research. I mean, we're talking to Mr. Walmart right here, Adam. He does his research.
The thing is, too, the top of the enclosure, it has a million holes in it. All the CO2 is escaping. What is he doing? Like, it's not doing anything.
I really hope this works.
yeah, just take that off, and I'm just gonna pour some of this stuff. It's yeast. But basically, this is gonna have a chemical reaction.
He literally,
in
yeah,
the
he
some
did.
in there.
And after I shake it up, it's basically gonna produce carbon dioxide,
explodes.
which is CO2. So I'm just gonna
Like
leave this
Mentos and
tube
Coke.
here, and we'll just see if any bed bugs come out, so you can see them.
She's nervous.
Wait. Do you see that?
Oh my god.
Wait. Right, no, there actually is one right there. Do you see that? It's
Suck
a
it, Adam.
little
Suck it.
orange thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's a bed bug.
Oh my god.
What am I
you're
sucking?
So crazy.
But the good thing is you're not gonna have to deal with them because, well, I have to tell you something. You remember the other day I got a leech and I let it suck on my arm?
Yes.
I have to do that with the bed bugs.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay,
They
well-
don't feed off of your arm.
Yeah, they suck your blood.
Oh my god, they do not.
So basically, I've collected about, I think, 4 of the
They
bed
do.
bugs in
They
this
do.
jar.
Yeah,
Well,
they do.
I just gotta roll up my sleeve, I guess, and we're gonna feed them.
Oh
This
my
guy's been
God.
sucked by so many creatures.
He gets an
I guess let
adrenaline
me just
pump right
start.
now.
We're just gonna tip
Dude,
the
there's a
jar
bunch of
like
them.
that and slowly.
Make sure to keep count. How is he supposed to keep track of all these?
Yeah, we're just doing one. No.
Oh, he's doing more.
Two, don't
Nah.
do
He's crazy.
Nah.
We need to get all
The
4.
most I've ever had was 3.
No. Okay, put him back.
Okay, he's only doing 3.
Because they're crawling and I'm not getting them anywhere else. in the
God, oh
house.
my God.
He's got 4. He's got 4.
Basically, they can
He's
pick
gonna
up
get
the
Lyme's
scent
disease.
That's for every
of
brain
what
cell in
my
his brain
arm
right
is
now.
like, and I'm pretty sure these 3 are already all biting me. This one is just
Oh my god, they're just going
Oh my
in.
gosh.
All 4 were
He's getting
biting,
juiced
and
like a
basically
Capri
all I
Sun.
felt was a little bit of a prick.
What if they're like carrying diseases on them?
That's what I'm saying. What if he gets Lyme's disease or something?
Well, I know ticks have that. I didn't know bed bugs have that too.
Anything could have anything, Alec. It's 2025.
Yeah, it's 2025. Why are you trying to identify these bugs?
Easy though. But over the next 10 minutes, my mom and I would watch them fill up with my blood.
Whoa.
Alright, so I just took the camera from
Oh
you,
my
and
god, they're
as you can see,
huge.
I think they're starting to fill up.
Is anybody else feeling woozy?
Their booty's getting big.
I'm feeling a little
Look
woozy,
closely at
guys.
Their bodies, like you remember how they were super thin. Now they're kind of getting a little thicker.
Ugh.
They should start to
What do they
turn
do
red.
with that blood
Oh,
now?
they already are actually.
I'm gonna throw up.
Ew.
It's starting to move. That means it's done.
Oh my god,
So
good.
basically, what you do when it's done?
All
You kill it.
Ah!
You kill it.
He
Smash
needs-
it to
he needs like a little
Basically,
pair of
when they start
tweezers.
moving, that's when they're done feeding. So I put 2 of them back in the jar since they were done. Then a couple minutes later, another one finished, and then the final one a few
And we
minutes
finished
later.
all of them.
And then the last one is in
Oh
its jar.
my
We're done.
God.
That's how you feed your pet bed bugs.
Oh, right. Don't ever do this, anyone.
All right, well, I just let bed bugs suck my blood for like 10 minutes. So
He's
please
gotta put
just
that on the
subscribe.
Patreon.
That's all I'm asking. And also,
Subscribe. And make sure to check out the merchandise before Christmas because it's almost sold out.
I just found probably the most alien-looking creature on Earth. It is literally a mutant creature with the mouth of a spider, the body of a scorpion, and claws that look like saws. And that's not even mentioning that it has some of the weirdest and creepiest behavior of any animal. Despite how weird it is, apparently
Looks like a
there's a
grasshopper,
website
too.
that will sell you one as a pet.
Of course.
What is it called? What is it called? A talus whip? What?
Tailless
so, yeah,
whip
you guys read the
scorpion.
title. I'm gonna
Oh
build
my
a home for one of
God.
these things and actually keep it as a pet. $20. Let's just get it. Oh boy.
And once I get it, I'll be judging if this alien creature is actually a good pet, and I'll even
Dude, it looks like if a crab, a grasshopper, a praying mantis, a daddy long-leg, if they all came together, had a baby.
That's exactly what it looks like, yeah. And I don't want to think about it too
Left you
much
boys
because then I'll have
speechless.
nightmares.
show it to my mom to get her reaction.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
she's gonna love it. Anyways, after placing the order, they said they
Never
would
judge
ship
a
it
book
out
by
in
its
a few
cover.
days. So in the
Maybe it has a good
meantime, to build
personality.
the enclosure, I got out the tank and a couple big boxes of rocks. Yeah, I got a lot of rocks for this. This is because I
have
needed
rocks
them
as
to
well.
start stacking around the outer part of the enclosure to try to make it look like a cave. You see, in the wild, tailless whip scorpions like to hide in between rocks because I guess that's just where they feel safe.
Dude.
I don't really know. And to connect the rocks together, I originally tried to use my handy dandy hot glue gun and, you know, glue them, but the rocks were just too heavy and it kept
Where's the
collapsing
spray foam?
over and over.
Oh my
He's a
gosh,
rookie.
these stupid rocks keep falling.
Yeah, it wasn't really working, so instead I resorted to using some animal safe
Yes,
spray
spray
foam,
foam,
like
come on.
always. And I covered it in a bunch of the big rocks and then a bunch of tiny little rocks. And I repeated that process on the
pretty cool.
left and right side of the enclosure.
That's pretty good.
Check it out. Hopefully
Wow.
you see the vision
Whoa.
before. You know, there's
Looks like a cave.
We're making a cave. There's
Wait, I think that is his best enclosure yet. That actually looks really cool.
Shouldn't he make it look like Mars, though, since this is an alien creature?
Alec, it's not really an alien, though. It's just something that looks like an alien.
I wouldn't be surprised if like an alien species flew down from a different planet and then like this was their offspring.
100%.
I really hope actual aliens do not look like that, because if they do, we're all gonna die.
I sometimes think the same thing about Alec.
Okay.
rocks on the walls.
Like Projetico.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Now, this is a good start. However, you'd be dumb to think this is all I'm doing. I'm making this the best enclosure ever,
You
so
just
I
called
can
me
show
dumb.
off all the cool things the alien creature can do. It's
don't
gonna be
like how
so
I
cool to
can't
watch.
see what it
Anyways,
is.
the next step is to do the floor and decorations. And for the floor, we want it to be high quality and cheap, which is why I've got a
Wood?
bunch of these coconut fiber bricks,
Oh,
which are
yeah.
about to expand into a ton of dirt.
Put some water on
Big
it.
chocolate bar.
I never thought coconut and bricks would ever be used in the same sentence.
And over time, it's gonna start
Why
to
did he dump it
absorb
from
that
so high?
water, and they're gonna
Whoa!
expand.
It's like one of those dino. You ever put the dino in the bathroom?
Put it in the bathtub and then it expands.
Yeah, and you can do that with like little humans too, and then you can have a friend.
Yeah,
That's what
that
I
is
had
true.
to do growing up.
That is true.
You can buy like a little Ken doll, and it will expand.
You can. You can.
A bunch of dirt, you know? And boom, look at that. It
Boom.
went from those boring bricks
That
to
looks
this
nasty.
nice, moist.
Looks like
What do you
horse
mean?
shit.
Okay, maybe it's not that cool, but you know, it's dirt. It's pretty necessary.
To top off the floor, I mixed in some wood chips, dead leaves, some moss, and a couple rocks. Now, apparently
What if
the
you just, like,
alien
drop
creature
the
I'm
dump
getting
right on
has the
top?
ability to dig burrows out in this dirt with its claws. But I have no idea if mine's gonna do that, so hopefully it does. That would be pretty dang cool to watch. Now, to decorate the enclosure, I got these super thin sticks and started to glue them along the top. As you can see, they kind of look like tree roots, which adds this cool effect to the build that makes it look like there's trees growing above this cave. Nice. And of course, this
I wonder if whenever the pets go into these enclosures, they're like, this looks like crap. Like, I hate it in here. Those are not tree roots. There's the worst looking tree roots I've ever seen, you know? Or
Probably.
because he's just shoving them in there, but they're used to like actual nature. And now, as good as he can make it look in a little 2x2 area, it's not real nature.
Actual nature is way worse than this. This is like a mega mansion paradise. And the best part is there's no other predators trying to kill you. They're gonna be like, holy
This place is awesome.
This wouldn't be a Terra
just wanna
Green
see the
enclosure
actual
without
thing.
some plants in here, which, as you can see, I've got a few.
Yeah,
And if you're
where
wondering
is he?
where I got them, yeah, I got them from Walmart.
He's probably
As
watching.
always, I love Walmart so much. Please sponsor me, please, please, please. As you can see, all the plants are pretty small, since we don't want it to look too planty in this cave.
That no
So
longer
I
looks like a
planted them
cave.
around and gave it a nice spray down with my water spraying thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty neat.
Now these plants are
Is it
actually
in there?
super important because water
No, it's not
droplets
in
will
there
gather
yet.
on top of
I'm
the
just
leaves,
waiting
which
to
will
get jump
easily
scared.
allow
Jack,
the
chill.
alien to
There it
them
is.
up and get hydrated, which, you know, is good. You know, we gotta make sure he
I
can
don't
drink
like
water and
it.
stuff. But while I was
Okay,
at
that's not even a
Walmart
real thing.
getting the
Jack's already
plants,
scared.
I also found this
Whoa,
absolutely
what is that?
majestical stone statue of an alien.
That kinda looks like Jack.
Because, you know, we're putting a
It's
tailless
me in
whip scorpion
100
inside of
years.
here, which is basically an alien. So yeah, I put that in to finish off the decoration.
Smash.
Bruh, this guy's got a big forehead. That's a real shame. Thankfully, my
Jack, why are you
forehead
looking
isn't
at
that
Alec?
big.
Okay, the first 3 steps are all complete.
Dude, doesn't that
Now
look like
it's time
Jack?
to get
Look at
some
him.
technology in
does
this
like-
enclosure to make it stand out. The first of which is this big machine right here, which can do something very cool. And after it's filled up, I put it back on top and
Is he gonna make the
twisted
alien
this
vape?
knob right here.
And now check this out. Out of the end of this tube, a bunch of smoke.
The alien's gonna get addicted.
It's a teenage bug.
It'd probably be bad if there's smoke coming out of it. Dang, that is actually cool. Like, it just comes out. I don't know how a machine
That alien's
just turns
getting high.
water into fog. That's pretty cool.
Anyways, this is actually very useful since as long as I turn this on about once a day, it will
Whoa.
keep the humidity levels at a good spot for
I
this
kinda wanna go
enclosure.
in there.
Also, it's just cool and adds to the cave ambience, you know?
Alec,
and
you
speaking
don't
of
wanna go
cave
in there.
ambient,
Wait, that'd be a good spot to meditate, though, for real. I would not mind getting some, getting a little pretty lady massaging me in there.
Alec, you're
if I'm all
Alec.
relaxed, humming,
You gotta think about this,
getting
Alex.
touched.
He's gonna put in the alien, and then the alien's gonna start touching you too. And then what do you do?
Well, it has like 8 legs, so it can reach all different parts all at once.
You're saying you want to let that thing touch you?
That thing with his little claws, he'd chop off your little nutsack and probably eat it.
Is anybody else feeling itchy? Is it just me? I've been feeling really itchy today after we started watching this.
It would be Alien vs. Predator if they put the alien in there and Alec. The old Alien vs. Predator sequel.
You can't say that, Adam. We've been over this so many times. You can't just say I'm a predator. You can't do that.
No, you were the alien.
Because it's not
in that-
true.
No, you were the alien. in
But
that
then
situation.
some people are going to think it's true, and that's how rumors start. And then next thing you know, I'm outed as a predator.
Well, both of you guys are predators in the kitchen. I've seen you guys tear through an entire refrigerator in one night.
I will give you that. That part is true.
You guys are ambush predators in there. Okay, let's get through this video, guys.
add to it even more. It's this super tiny Bluetooth speaker, which I buried in the dirt and covered with a leaf.
Why?
With this, all I gotta do is connect it to
I
my
would make it
phone
play
with
sounds like this.
Bluetooth, and I can play stuff like cave
Put on
noises,
Drake.
which is pretty cool.
Minecraft cave. Okay,
You know,
that's pretty
adds to
cool,
the cave
actually.
ambience.
But of course, I don't
Chicken
have to
jockey.
just play cave noises. I can make
Yeah,
it
the
play
chicken.
literally anything, like the most annoying sound in the world. 1 hour. What is
that?
this
That sounds
sound?
like Adam.
What? This is so stupid. Okay, it definitely wasn't lying. This is probably the most annoying sound in the world.
The alien's just gonna
alien's
unalive
like this
itself.
if I play this when he's in here. Okay, I get it. Can you just turn off by now? Turn off. Okay. Oh. Okay, please turn off. Please.
I'm gonna buy one of those, and I'm gonna
anyways,
play
this
that sound, and I'm
enclosure
gonna
is
hide
finished
it
enough to
in
be able
Adam's
to
bedroom.
add the tailless whip scorpion alien creature in here.
Please don't.
So yeah, I guess just cut to
10,000 likes, and I'll do it.
2
Finally, 2
days
days
later, I
later.
got the alien delivered.
Well, I just went and picked up this package.
Oh my
This is
God.
like-
We kayak. So do
God.
I. We
You know,
should
I'm pretty sure
kayak
it's
together.
alien. Now, as you guys know, this thing is insanely creepy. I mean, I showed you that video of it literally crawling out of its skin. This is definitely my most
That is
creepiest
so
pet.
gross.
Anyways,
It
let's
must
get
feel
this
so
in
good for him,
enclosure.
though.
Go for it. Let's go, baby.
So I got out a knife and opened the package up.
And oh, here
we go.
it is.
So much smaller than I thought it'd be.
Because you can't really see anything. There's paper towels everywhere. Okay, hold on. Let me open this up.
I then very carefully removed the lid and paper towels to
There it
expose
is!
the
Nobody
alien
move!
creature.
Nah, that's not real. That's not real.
Jump out.
That's not real.
It's moving.
I'm just gonna close the
It's
glass,
moving.
though. Yeah, get that closed. Thank you very much.
Now at first it was completely still and actually I couldn't even tell if it was alive, but eventually I noticed signs of movement and then soon enough it fully started to climb out of its container.
Nope.
Very
looks like a
quickly, it
face
slowly
hugger.
made its way over to a rock to go into hiding. But it wasn't just any rock. Of course, it was the rock with the alien statue on top.
He's going right to daddy.
Well, I told you guys this was an alien. Only an alien would go under the rock with an alien on top of it.
But anyways, as I said at the start of the video, I'm gonna be pranking my mom.
He
with
might
this
never see it
thing,
again.
But before I do something like that, let's just see what it's capable of by trying to feed it
can't
something.
see
I
it!
don't know. Let's just
What
put
it's
some food in
capable
it.
of.
And after doing some
Does it have
research, it
powers?
turns out that tailless whip scorpions absolutely love crickets. And thankfully, I always have a bag of crickets since all my favorite pets eat them. And immediately after putting them in, they actually all looked very happy. These stupid crickets really thought that
feeding
this was their
zone.
new home, and they were just going around eating moss.
Time for the
Little did
predator
they
to come
know
to
that
prey.
this home actually
gonna
belongs to
die
my
to an
tailless
alien!
whip scorpion.
Oh, God.
And unfortunately for one of the crickets, it made a wrong turn.
No!
It walked straight into the crevice of the rock that the alien creature was
Get
sitting
out of there,
inside.
bro.
I thought
Where
for
is he?
sure
I don't
that
know.
that
Oh,
cricket
oh,
was a
oh, it
goner,
got him.
But miraculous.
It literally sticks out its arm like a fish hook. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying.
It's giving us the thumbs up. It's like, nice.
Can we please stop, guys, please?
Imagine, just please imagine this, but like times 100, and it's life size now. That is a real alien. I don't care what anyone else says.
No.
That's real. And then we'd have 2 predators in the house.
About a minute later, it walked
What
out
is
the
Ja-
rock
what's going on with Jack?
unscathed.
What
the
Just
heck
like
Jack's
this
doing?
alien creature in a different spot, hanging onto a wall. And just like before, a cricket
Dude,
walked straight
no.
up to it. And in fact, this cricket was extra stupid. He started to walk
That is a
right
horror
in front
movie.
of the alien's
He's
literal
walking
mouth.
into his mouth.
But for
That's
some
like a
reason, the
cheeseburger
tailless
walking
whip
into your
scorpion
face.
was not eating it at all.
Okay, it's the next day, and I figured
not
out
hungry.
why the alien creature in here isn't eating.
Yeah, guys, it's actually true that a lot of animals, when they're put into a new environment, they have to get used to it before they eat.
Shut up, Jack. I think he's just doing a 200 IQ play. He's gaining the trust of the crickets. He's gonna let them all repopulate, and then he'll make his move.
So you're basically saying that the alien is smart enough to know how to farm crickets?
Exactly.
Well,
That's
Alex-
exactly right. Aliens are geniuses.
Alec, for the amount of times you say you're not a predator, you're really acting like it.
It's because this species is partly nocturnal, and as you can see, I just have massive studio lights shining super brightly on here. I guess he just doesn't want to eat in the light. So anyways, I want to let this guy just kind of adjust to
He's like a vampire.
about a week, and I guess
Perform,
I'll just come back
perform.
then and we can do the rest of the stuff.
He's not
In the
performing
meantime,
under
here's
pressure.
this cool video by Aquarimax Pets of the same species.
Oh my gosh! Oh my
Ew,
Yeah, it's
look at
pretty
it.
cool.
Oh my god,
Anyways,
there's
let's get
blood on
back
the
to the
wall. Or
content.
like juice. Ew!
Okay, this
Did you guys know that there were creatures in the Harry Potter and Alien movie that were based off of this particular creature?
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
surprised.
I said it looked like a face hugger. That's what it's probably based off of. You know what also is even crazier is in the ocean, there are other like animals. Ha, did you know that? But the animals in there are insanely creepy and even look more like aliens than some of the things that we're seeing today.
That's not possible. No, this is the most alien thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm just saying, Terra Green, if you watch this, get an aquatic creature that is really alien looking. Like one of those crazy jellyfish.
Don't talk to him, you predator.
the best part of the video because I'm gonna show my mom this alien creature and then I'm gonna prank her. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna prank her, just take a look at this thing. It's basically a one-on-one
Jack, that's not
model
real.
of the tail.
Well, I know, but it's still scary.
It's gonna throw
It's
it at
not.
her. She
It's
is
like a
not
paperclip.
gonna be happy. But anyway, she's not home right now, so I guess
not
I'll
gonna
just
work.
cut when she is, and we'll show her this. Okay, you can come in. All right, so I just got a new pet, and I just want to show you it. Now come stand over here, and you can try and tell what it is. I
I'm
just want you
scared
to
for
guess
her.
What kind of pet I got.
I would be terrified.
Poor mom.
I'd burn the entire house down and try and get the insurance money.
Can you see anything in there?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well, it's hidden behind this rock.
Don't get
but
too close, Mom.
Do you know what it is?
No.
If you
Don't
look
get too
very
close.
closely
Second.
back under that rock, there's something right there.
Wait, is that the real one or the fake
For
one?
some reason,
That's
she
a real
couldn't
one.
really see it, so I gently woke it up with a spatula, and here's her reaction.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
He woke it up
Oh,
with a
that's the real one. I
spatula.
thought that was the cardboard one.
Is this?
No, he's gonna put the cardboard one on her shoulder.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
Oh
It's an alien in
my
there.
goodness.
Anyways, I have this
like
fog machine, so we can put some fog on it. And that's pretty
Now
cool.
it's feel real good.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, the space or something.
Space.
Okay, anyways, that's all I gotta show you. Do you think it's cool?
No,
Little
dude,
hot
it
box
looks
in
so
there.
freaking weird. Yeah, it looks like evil.
Well, it's a good thing you'll never have to see it again.
He has to
Okay,
hire
bye.
a new mom on Craigslist with a better
Now that
reaction.
she had seen it and left, I got the one-on-one
It's
model
real?
out and put it on my hand. This
Jack,
is
it's
gonna
not
be
real.
really
Oh
funny.
my god.
I know,
Could
but
you
it
come
looks
back in
real.
here? I just forgot to show you one thing.
No, it does
I
not.
don't like spiders.
Oh my god, dude. Dude,
wanna say
Devin,
hello
no.
to it?
No, go away.
Yeah.
such a dork. That's not even real.
Yeah, it's just a piece of paper.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Rate it out of 10.
Got him.
Dumb.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
Okay,
I
so
wasn't
she
engaged.
rated it in, I don't
Wait,
know.
guys, I think we saw a glimpse of the behind the scenes.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, you're
look,
right. What is
there's
that?
another one of the exhibits right in the hallway. He does keep all of the animals. He must keep the black widows, the piranhas, the two-headed snake, the axolotl, the chameleon, the leeches, the bed bugs, and everything else.
I feel like we've definitely seen that video before, though. Was that like a frog video? The one in the back there?
It could be, yeah.
It looks more like a flower tattoo than a frog.
Adam, we are not talking about the same thing
No,
right now.
behind the mom, Adam. Look, we were wondering where he keeps all of the farm animals that he's gotten over the years.
You think afterwards he's just like, all right, battle royale.
That's a great video idea, actually. I mean, it's very messed up, but I would watch that.